We're tuning in, intoxicated's where it begins. Chat lights up, we're in the zone. No one's here to feel alone. From pixel dreams to late night streams, he's got a way to lift our feet. Smiles on deck, no second guess. This dude's a vibe, yeah, he's the best. Hey, if you're feeling down, he's gonna turn it all around. Shout it loud, let the worries drop when the fun kicks in. We never stop, intoxicated, leading the way. Fueling dreams and good vibes every day. Motivating every friend in sight. Lighting up the room and shining bright. Whoa, let's go, we're alive, we're electric, let it show. He's holding strong, but we're the crew. Intoxicated, bringing the truth. Crank it up, the chat's on fire. Hard days fade, replaced with desire. Through highs and lows, he's always there. Real words, real friends, he's got that care. No judgment here, we're all the same. We're building bonds that can't be tamed. From every raid to every laugh, intoxicated's got our back. Hey, if you're feeling stuck, he'll lift you up. Yeah, that's our luck. Turn it loud, hear the crowd united with a vibe is strong. We'll be alright. Intoxicated, leading the way. Fueling dreams and good vibes every day. Motivating every friend in sight. Lighting up the room and shining bright. Whoa, let's go. We're alive, we're electric, let it show. He's holding strong, but we're the crew. Intoxicated, bringing the truth. We're not just fans, we're a family here. Every laugh and cheer, it's crystal clear. So if you're lost, just hop on in, you're welcome here. Let the fun begin. Alright, let's go! Together strong, we'll reach our goals. Lifting each other soul to soul. Intoxicated, taking control. Intoxicated, leading the way. Fueling dreams and good vibes every day. Motivating every friend in sight. Lighting up the room and shining bright. Whoa, let's go. We're alive, we're electric, let it show. He's holding strong, but we're the crew. Intoxicated, bringing the truth. Intoxicated, this shouts for you. Always real and pulling us through. We're here for the party, here for the ride. Intoxicated, let's take it in stride.
Get it. Hell yeah. Oh, wait, you know what? That's what's going on here. Give me a second, chat. I'm sorry. Let's see what the problem was. Now we lit. Here we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Or today. We got the cap. We feeling good. We gonna get in here. There it is. Ox 5's in the house. Let's go, my boy. Appreciate that. Let's get it. Ooh, shit. We're about to vibe out on some Starfield. So let's not, you know what I'm saying? Let's not waste any time, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're gonna vibe out. Let's see. Yeah, we going on. This is not modded. This is legit. Now I'm trying to see. Let me see which. Let's see what creations we have. We don't have any. Are they non-friendly? Achievement friendly, achievement friendly. Oh my god, we need to get rid of these. Is that the problem right now? Oh my land. Okay. I think I pulled up, chat. God dang. Okay. So I'm a little bit upset. Let me see. We're gonna quit. We're gonna go back to the main menu. I think that's why I wasn't getting no achievements, y'all. I'm trying to get some achievements up in this joint, you know what I'm saying? Bum 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 bum, you banam, oh my god. And if so, I don't know how long I've been playing that with that shit on, fam. Oh, that makes me so upset. Oh, that makes me really upset, but we'll figure it out. We'll see what we can do. Okay. So, yeah, see? Okay, Demigod is achievement friendly. Okay. Achievement friendly. That one's not on. Achievement friendly. 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 Okay. Okay, so alright, we'll see. I think we did. Maybe we did mess up. Maybe we did mess up. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We're about to figure it out. Shit, chat. Shit. Let's see this way like that. Is this better? Ooh, yeah. Feeling good, acting good, being good. Feels good all the time for you and me. Hey. We going first person, baby. Ooh, that's what I want to put in there as well. Play up. Sessions play up. Play up. Everything. Oh no! Shit. Okay. Goodbye, God. I'm not gonna need half of these guns. If it's got low ass ammo is going away. Anything, it can't. Yeah, 13 rounds. You going in. 0. Oh, nice. And then need rounds for that. How you? How you do it? Titan, Tesla. That's better. Okay. 84. Mag. Oh, it's just a mag. Okay, fire rate. The hospital. No, really. Okay, we ain't got that many. We ain't got that many guns. Yeah, okay. But if I wasn't carrying all these motherfucking guns, it'd be good. Okay, so I want to come in here. No. Settings, game options. We come down here to cargo distance, right? We gonna switch it up. Anywhere, like go here. Limited location. No, we go anywhere. Okay. It says negative XP, right? But what you do now is you can have unlimited access to your ship, and you can dump this stuff in here so you have room in your ship, baby. Here's the system. Higher. All of this is getting put in here because I'm not gonna use any of this here. Resources, we're gonna dump all the resources here. Miscellaneous, we dumping all this. Credits, no, that's not. Hold up, I had that many credits on the ship, though? Okay, store that, store that. Chisel, we're gonna store that. Circuit board, store it. Crimson tool. Okay, all of this is getting stored. I don't know what the hell this stuff is, but I don't think we need it. Oh no, I needed that. Okay, storage, miscellaneous. Make sure I'm not missing nobody. Nope. Okay, here we go. Vortex shards. What are these? I don't know, but we're gonna take it. Take it all. Alright. Oh shit, I'm supposed to go live on the TikToks. Ooh, oh man, I need that. 2, 1, 2, 3. Squall, movement speed, we don't need that right now. Search bar, okay, we'll do that in there. We'll keep that, we'll keep all that. Alright, we're Gucci. And now we have dumped it all. this stuff in here too. Raspberry pudding. Trying to clear as much space so I don't have to haul this around, baby. Good here. We're down at 158. Let's go. Okay, not too shabby. What else we gonna put down in here? Oh, and then the chip parts that I have on me is gonna go into. Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna go to the ship. Raspberry parade cargo. Go to myself. That's how we do it. Is it 8? Ship parts. Yeah, there it is. Very parade. I think I love you. Now we're down to a Hondo. Let's go. Okay, we much better. I need the more. We're going deep undercover. Oh, let's see. Okay. Chance to do it all again. Raspberry parade. Yep. Alright, we on. We litty lit. We live on the TikTok. Let's go. Let's see. We're gonna. Okay. I think we're ready to go on this mission. Yes, we are. Oh wait, did I turn that off? Shit. No, there it goes. Nice. Now I can hear myself. Take me there. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to jump into there. There we go. Now we get it. Okay. Well, it's a lot of ships. So wait, where am I going then? United Colonies. Okay, hold on. Let's. Oh, proceed to the UC Vigilance. Okay, that's why. We gotta go here. Happy Hump Day.
Airlock integrity looks good.
Where we jam out to some games and continue to throw out positivity. Gotta try to. Girl. Here we go. Yep. Good. Take me there, oh baby. Let's see, board this bad boy. Oh, my bad. Here you go.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander?
None. I'm just eager to get started. I have about 1,000,000 questions, but they can wait for the commander. I'm here in official Vanguard business, so I prefer to speak to the commander. What can you tell me about the UC Vigilance? Before I meet the commander, Ikande, is there anything I should know?
Yeah, listen to him carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. In other words, he hates to repeat himself. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving any time on the ship's cleaning detail.
Alright. Let's do that.
Of course.
Let's do that
If you'd follow me, please.
Let's go.
So,
Dodom, how you
Vanguard took down
doing?
that terrible
Texas
Hotel
T,
City.
how you doing? Aiden's in the house. Castillo, how y'all doing? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. If I popped in on your For You page, thanks for checking me out.
I almost regret missing out on all
Hope
the
you're doing
fun.
well. Happy
Of
Hump
course, We
Day.
don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments.
Feel free to ask
All
anything.
right.
Ask me any
Go ahead,
questions
take
about the
things
game,
up
about
notch.
me.
Commander Akande should be waiting for you.
Engage,
luck.
fam. You never know. You might learn to hate me. No, I'm just joking. Ooh, and if there's a song that you enjoy listening to, let me know. East is in the house. Let's go. Jamming out. Jamming out. Ooh, we're about to go on a secret top secret undercover mission.
You're on a mission, so please pay attention.
Okay, I'll pay attention. Hold on. Let me slow down the music. Let me bring down the music so I can pay attention. Caleb's in the house. Fuson? Caleb Fuson? How you doing, Caleb?
Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC System. Glad to have you aboard.
Oh,
I was
appreciate it,
beginning to
fam.
think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer.
Negative. I would never. I got caught with some contraband on my ship, and they gave me an option. Hold on, let's see. Okay. Taula convinced me it would be for the greater good, so here I am. Or, well, I'm not entirely sold on the idea yet. I still don't quite understand why I'm here. UC SysDef, is that another division of the UC military? Nah, let's go with the first one, yeah. He convinced me it was for the greater good, because he was either out of prison, you know.
So, now that
Let's go, Easton. How you doing, fam?
allow me to introduce you to your new home.
I see you.
This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the
Hey, right
destruction
back to you,
of prison
fam. Hey,
fleets.
right back to you. Alexander Dirt, how you doing? You're going to need more than one ship to eliminate an entire fleet. Impressive ship, but I don't see where I fit in. No, let's say good. And you? I'm doing amazing. I woke up today. I am blessed with another beautiful day on this earth. I'm blessed to get to play some games, chat with you guys, be able to stream to multiple places. You know what I'm saying? Like, life can be better, man. Unfortunately, there are a lot of craziness going on around the world, but I try to stay focused on what I have going on and what I can control. You know what I mean? How are you today? Oh, you said you were good. I'm sorry. I apologize. What you got going on?
You have permission.
What you up to today? My bad. Hold on. You're going to need more than a ship to eliminate. Where is the vigilance? Okay. Yeah, let's do that
Which
one.
is precisely why we're taking a more
Definitely
clandestine
feeling
approach.
thankful, feeling
We need
blessed.
eyes and ears inside the
Overall,
Crimson Fleet.
I'm happy to be alive.
Someone who can feed us information, evidence.
I'm happy to also
expose their
hear that you are
weaknesses.
doing well, my friend.
Catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and
Leah
ask for
Marie,
information.
how you doing, fam? I hope you
Inside is
have
going
a
to take
wonderful
some
day, my
finesse.
friend. Ooh, okay. Persuasion. Get me in the room with them and I'll talk them into anything.
Good.
Ooh,
I
let's
have
see.
just the right place for you to start.
Immortal Gamers on the perps,
Intelligence has
McGurks.
managed to
How you
find a
doing, fam?
possible opening into the Crimson Fleet
Much
in
love to
Sersha
ya.
Boy, one of their
Andre,
contacts.
how you doing, Andre?
She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia.
I
So
see you
you'll
on
be
the
using
TikToks.
a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
Sounds simple enough. I missed what I was saying. That doesn't sound like an ironclad plan to me. Sniff out the narc from the sector away. Sounds like an. Alright,
Well,
let's see.
it's the best we've got. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Okay, sure, whatever. Point the way, I'll get it done.
to get
Just
going.
tell me what it is, fam.
Remember,
Anastasia, how you
entire
doing? I
operation
love that
rests
name.
on
I've
your
always
ability to
really
infiltrate the
loved
Crimson Fleet and bring us the
every person
evidence
that I've
we need
met
to take them
with the
down.
name Anastasia, so I can guarantee you're probably a really cool person. Lindsay, how you doing? I see you, fam. I hope you guys are having a wonderful hump day. I'll do my best. I'm just doing this for the money, baby. I'm guessing it's too late to back off the deal. If I get it over my head, no, I'll do my best. I'll do my
Probably
best.
expect any less.
Hey, yeah.
Before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear.
Oh, what you gonna
As an
make clear?
undercover operative for
Says,
UCC,
did they fix the
they
glitch where
expect
you
to
could
follow
go
the
under the
code of
map and
conduct
rob all the
ethics.
store? Yeah, a
Allow
long time
yourself
ago,
to stray
man.
too far off the
A
path,
long
and you
time
stand a
ago.
good chance of spiraling
Almost all those
out of
glitches
control.
got fixed. I was so upset, but I'm still trying to beat the game. Oh, I beat the game, and I'm on my second run now. So the cool thing about it is like, well, I don't want to ruin the storyline, but yeah, I'm on my second run right now, taking my time. The last time I just beat the story and directly the story, and that's it. Now I'm doing the side missions and stuff. The Don Justin, how you doing? Welcome in. I don't want to say that. Slive, how you doing? I'm not sure I say G-Man. Anthony, how you doing? Welcome in. I played it. Oh, okay. Angel, how you doing, sir? Welcome in. Good afternoon to you. As always, working tough, checking out on the family, making sure we all good. I appreciate you, sir. Gregory, how you doing? Welcome in. Lestace 69. I probably butchered your name. I apologize, family. Hope you're well today. Happy hump day to everybody out there. Middle of the work week. I hope that you continue to choose happiness and continue to live your best life. Thank you for waking up today, putting on your best intentions forward, and doing the best you can in this social world. I can stay, of course, can't make any promises.
I don't want promises. I'm just asking you to think. Anyway,
David's in the house. I
it's time
see
to hand
you.
over
How
to
you doing,
Lieutenant
fam?
Toft
Welcome in, everybody.
to brief you about the
That's
details of
100%
the
correct.
evidence
Hey,
gathering
thank you,
portion
thank
of the
you.
operation. Now,
The more I practice being myself,
good luck.
the less I worry about being correct in many different cases, where it's more about just being authentically me, and sometimes that can feel incorrect to everybody else, and that's okay. You know, I don't have to move forward. It's okay to feel certain things like this, but I really do appreciate the encouragement and the words of wisdom, sir. What I was trying to say with that is I used to have so much anxiety about being correct, or what people thought, that I held a lot of thoughts back. And so I'm
If you
now
would
encourage
kindly
people to
continue.
just be authentically ourselves, whether that's, 2% correct or 100% correct. It's a lesson learned in either one. And the lesson here is that you agree with my thoughts, and that to me is an honor, Angel. Truly. Knowing the wisdom that you have and experiences you have had. Connection. Let's go see
That's
here.
easy to answer.
Oh my goodness, I
Don't.
totally missed all these Davids came
monitoring your
through.
activities with
Drippy,
vigilance and
DK,
attending to
Dylan, how
everything
you
at the same
doing?
time. When you feel you've
Matthew,
gathered enough evidence
Mason,
and that the
Blueberry,
completion of your
William,
assignments, head back here for a
Austin,
debrief. Beyond that,
McLeo.
you're completely on your own.
How you doing, y'all? Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for checking out this stream here on the TikTok. Feel free to ask away. Ask any questions. Drop any comments, positive comments.
Please.
If you got
finish
hate in your
thought
heart,
so that we can move on to other business.
let's talk about it, right? Let's figure out how to put some love in there. Let's replace that. Do you have any other information about?
All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means
Oh,
she's
excuse
been
me, Chan.
privy to some seriously shady deals.
I get my drink. Excuse me. One
She's
second.
shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got.
Stay hydrated, family. Snipping hammers in the house. Let's go, baby. Boom, 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 boom. I see you, baby. Arsonston still on?
You have
How you doing,
permission to
fam?
speak.
Welcome in. Hey, snipping. Uh-oh, it's not working. Uh-oh, give me a second. Let me see. Let me fix it. I appreciate the gift. The thing is not working. Let me fix it right quick, or try to fix it. Give me a second, chat. Let me see. Chat box. Okay. We're Gucci? Yes. Okay.
Please.
Oh, there it is. I think it fixed that. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you stepping. Wifey says get a soundboard. I have one. I need to get a cord for this specific mic that I have. That's what I'm missing. I don't have the right cord. But you know. Yo, I just saw Anime Freak with the heart me. I appreciate you. Fake soundboard. Boom, 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 boom. I just woke up to some crazy fourth wall charge on my card, fam. Like above $600 charge from fourth wall. So I'm like, I'm freaking out. It's a whole thing right now. It's a whole
If you
thing.
would kindly continue.
I don't know what's going on. Easton Rose, thank you so much for the rose, my friend. What is this game called? This is Starfield. What is this?
For your own safety, nobody
Yeah,
but
this is
myself and all
and
the
thank you
vigilants
for
will be
the
aware
heart
that
me
you're
as
working
well,
behind
Easton. Thank you
colors.
so much.
Basically,
Appreciate y'all
you land in
popping
jail.
off this
You only have to
Wednesday
deal
for
with
your
facts.
boy. In the whole damn
While you're
town.
running with the
Gotta
Crimson
finish this
Fleet, you're
this part,
undoubtedly
even though I'm not
going to be
listening.
faced with some
But
morally gray
yeah.
decisions.
So I said that
It's going to be difficult to
snipping
weigh the
to tell you guys to be
consequences of pulling the
careful. Make
trigger
sure check your
while
card. I don't
maintaining
know if it's
cover.
just me or
Do
what,
what you have to do,
but
remember,
if
why
that
you're
I'm
out
not
there in the
ignoring you,
first
boo boo
place.
boo. What you say, anime? Let me see. Did I miss what? Oh, cord. Oh yeah. Oh, that did miss that. I did ignore that one. I guess. Yeah. I got it. I'm coming up. Leroy Brown, in the whole damn town. Okay, maintain my cover as a pirate. Okay,
That's
let's
why
go.
I expect
I'm
you to
loading up right
constantly seek
now.
alternative means to overcome your obstacles, rather than blowing holes in them. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me
Angel,
simplify
Snippin living on
this for you.
TikTok now?
There's a route to your goal which doesn't
Oh, I
involve
think
killing
so. I
innocent
think so,
I
Angel.
urge you to follow that path.
Don't know me that one
Use
after
your
that.
instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing.
What is this game called? Don't Ignore Me. The one after that. Which? Hold on. I'm getting on. I'm getting on. I'm getting on the hammer time. I'm getting on the hammer time. And snipping. Get on the beam side. Angels in the house talking to yous. Let's go snipping for the 500 likes. I appreciate you. Oh my God, relax. Okay, okay, I'm done. Let's see. I'm on Discord there, anime.
Yes.
Your soundboard don't plug into your computer. It's not.
Excuse me.
Are you gonna get on Discord or are we gonna chat on there? I'm down either way. Welcome back in, Easton. So I have a soundboard. Hold on, let me. Anybody want to talk to you? I'm so confused with y'all too, man. One is saying get on the cord. The other one said what? Like I don't understand. Which? Oh, wait. I think I get it now. Is it the cord? Yes. Okay, hold on. I'll show you.
Nobody said anything about Discord.
When you said cord, I thought you meant Discord, but you're asking about what cord?
Yes, you said the cord.
I
said
know,
what
I
cord, and you ignored my message.
I understood. Well, it's just cord. I don't know, like. Yeah, I'm missing a
It said cord question mark.
Hold on. I'm trying to find so I can explain what I'm talking about.
No, it's okay. I don't need an explanation. I just was curious. I've been over it for 5 minutes now.
Oh, well then I thought you like that's the whole thing. Anyways, yeah, the cord that I'm missing is the cord that goes from my mic into the actual soundboard. And then from the soundboard to my computer because I need the actual 3-plung, the let me see. I don't know if you're looking at I need a cord like this.
I'm not watching this stream.
What do you call that? I don't know. It's like a 3-prong, big old 3-prong thing. All right, bye.
Well, damn, fuck you then.
You I'm trying to. You sound bothered by me, so I'm trying to let you go, fam. Like, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from me. Daddy, oh yes, okay. So it was from Fourth Wall itself. I can't cancel it right now because it's pending, but it's pending for like $690. I ain't ordered shit from it. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if.
Go to your Fourth Wall account and see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm about to yeah. But it doesn't say anything on there, so I don't know. I don't know if my account got messed up with or what. But I'm saying it out loud to just tell you to be careful and be mindful of yours. Appreciate this love snipping.
What?
Huh?
Did you go to your Fourth Wall account and see what it was?
I went to my Fourth Wall. There was no information as any charge.
What is your Fourth Wall connected to? Is it connected to anything else?
I don't think so.
Hey,
But I could be wrong.
Anyone?
No, I do not. Contact Fourth Wall and let them know. Yes, that is the next step, Angel. I will be I'm working on the email. I was started to freak out and stuff, so I wanted to just stream for a little bit, get my mind off of it, you know, bring my anxiety down, and then my next step is to write this email and send it over to Fourth Wall and figure out what's going on. I got my eye on my account. As soon as it goes through, I got an alert to send it to me so I can dispute it and put a hold on it and all that. And
call your bank and have them stop it while it's in process.
I already tried it, then they told me they couldn't.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's what there's not, bruh. That's why I was like, let me just every time. Yeah, this is going back to the other stuff. But anyways, it's getting worked on. I was just saying that out loud to just let you know, be mindful and have keep an eye out.
You haven't done any giveaways or anything for your merch?
No.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so while you're working undercover, it's imperative. If you find any records that look
I
suspicious,
don't know then.
Nah, it's all good. It'll get fixed. I'm more than confident. You know, there's steps to go through it. There's still plenty of time. Nothing has been taken out. So as soon as I contact Fourth Wall, things like Angel said, things they will correct it.
Yeah, they will. They're
Yeah.
usually really good about that stuff.
Exactly. No need to freak out at all. Indeed. And my old self, original, because I still have, I'm still working on it. It's first step is freak out and then figure it out. Now I'm like, okay, rather than freak out, what can I do to not freak out? And this is what I do. Just
Call your friends and talk about it. And then they'll help
exactly.
you.
Yeah,
Still there?
play some video
Seemed like you
games,
were
talk
about
with
to
your
make a point again.
friends, and let them talk sense into me.
well, you better.
You should have called me
Commander
this morning and
Akande's
been like,
entire
"Babe,
operation
guess
is
what
resting on your
happened?"
shoulders. I want
And then
data
you would've
slates,
won.
computer downloads.
What's going on with
handwritten
Snippin'?
notes. I'll
How's
take
the
anything that'll get those
situation?
bastards thrown into the brig.
Is she feeling all right?
Hold on.
Shit, are you feeling all right?
For the sake of the settled
I'm fine.
systems, I hope you're right. That
Lord
minor
almighty.
skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates left
Thank you
behind.
so much for all the likes.
what I've
There's
seen,
been 1,000 already.
Understand why
Hey,
I'm pushing you so
yeah.
hard.
Ain't even want to talk to you. Oh, I don't know what happened to my
That was like
soundboard too.
17 minutes ago, bro.
Yeah, I know. I just saw the timing. I was like, what the hell? She said that again?
Are
I
you
don't know where I
getting your messages on Beam? Like, what is going on here?
I am. I am now.
Because you got answers.
I had to reset Tickfinity, like the steps you told me.
That's all we're asking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
before you
And then
go,
once I reset it,
there's
it came
one
in.
more thing. Commander
Oh.
Akande has authorized
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
credit
Be
disbursement.
like different times.
Yeah. Now we Gucci, man. You set me up just right, wifey. Best IT in the world. Y'all need some
Remember that.
IT assistance, you get it out here. We set you up for best friend price. What y'all doing
It's not
today?
onerous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea.
We have to go get haircuts.
All right.
Yeah.
Loaded a container of
Oh.
Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods.
Might go try the new Starbeast.
We've cleared your
that's in
ship for
town.
launch. Proceed to
Ooh.
Sidonia. Make contact with Searsha
Wait,
Bowden.
you guys can't
And
hear
with any
me.
luck, she'll point
Oh,
you to the
okay.
Crimson Fleet.
Is
That's
she getting
it.
on later then?
You're dismissed.
And when is the next time you playing games? Because we haven't played in a minute.
I was just playing games like 2 days ago. What are you talking about?
Oh, when I missed y'all on the duties, huh? Angeline, how you doing? Welcome in. Dang, I missed y'all. Okay. I'll try to get you again then. Maybe later?
If you don't mind, I'd like to
Yes,
introduce myself.
baby. I put the I put the alerts on my phone.
Okay. I don't know. Your phone seems to be not giving you notifications because I called you and all.
Well, no, yeah, that was my mistake on that one. That phone was completely on silent. It's not today. I've been waiting. I've been just waiting. I've been waiting for Snippin' to log on. I thought she was gonna get on the morning. Like I even set my alarm for early in the morning.
Not
she was
really,
supposed
no.
to get on this morning.
I've learned to keep my
I
personal-
know. I had a surprise for her and everything, but she done jacked up.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you care. It's just that I don't feel like now is an appropriate time to be discussing these things. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But
But are you guys like chopping the
we can
hairs
talk about
or
it some other
just
time.
trimming
Okay.
in and cleaning it up? Oh, okay. I want pictures. Full bus. Yo, I'd triple dog dare you.
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're
No, you won't.
Of course, if we find
You
out you
don't know
tried to
me.
sell it
No,
to someone
no
outside the boundaries
basketballs.
of this
No
particular
basketballs.
operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
Huh?
So I show a ball to our
Prove it.
family photos.
Prove it. Prove it. No, let me not. Let me not. Poor snipping. She's like, what you do to my wife?
We'll be keeping them close at hand until this
And we
operation
can always-
is complete.
Calling you a
So,
ball to our family
we'll be holding
photos.
them in the vigilance brig. If you're feeling
You can-
particularly
do you-
ruthless,
would you
can
ever wear a
always head
wig?
down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
Oh,
If I go bald, I'm going bald to not have hair. The fuck I'm putting a wig on.
I mean, when you speak facts, you speak facts. Some
The
people.
commander and I are quite busy, so if you don't mind continuing.
Oh Lord.
Any more questions?
These
Cut my
mother
hair
truckers.
so I can wear.
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth.
So I can put a hat on, wear a hat properly.
Ooh, okay. I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen you wear a hat.
No, you haven't.
Is it rare or just when you're outside? No, cause you wearing a hat
outside.
when I came out.
I
Dang.
don't go outside.
That is facts.
I wear beanies in the winter.
The one. Oh shit! What is the coldest? Hell no.
Yeah,
Yo,
so you gotta
wow.
wear beanies. Beanies are for.
I mean, yeah. It was cold as hell when I went over there, man. Oh my god.
Do you think that was cold? It was like 40
That was
degrees.
Bro, that was freezing.
What?
Yeah, I was so cold. I was so cold.
Come out here when it gets to like -10 degrees.
Dang, -10 degrees, fam. Who and
What?
why?
Mm,
Like, why would you be
Midwest.
outside?
Because I have to go to work still. The Midwest don't shut down because it's cold outside.
I mean, I guess you're right. If the Eskimos can do it, you guys will be fine, right? Dang, that's crazy, though. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. My bones can
We
handle
don't
that.
shut
I'm an
down
old
for
man.
freezing to the snow.
I'm an old man. My bones crackle when it's cold.
Your bones crackle when it's not cold, bitch.
Yeah, they do. Woo. She knows me, chat. She knows me well.
Listen, you want to know something funny?
Huh.
Speaking of knowing people, my wife was in the kitchen getting a snack yesterday. You want to tell him this story?
What up, Black Eye Chicken? I see you, baby.
I was in the living room. I said, "What are you eating? Carrots?" He said, "How the fuck did you know I was eating carrots?"
What do you got? Cameras around?
No, then she went to go get another snack, and I said, "What are you eating now?" She said, "Nothing." I said, "It's vanilla wafers, ain't it?" He was eating vanilla wafers.
Oh my god. How you know? Jaco, how you doing, fam? I see you. She knows the different sounds of the snacks. From the packaging to the sound it makes when it crackles in your teeth. That's serious, fam. That's FBI status right there. Golly. Bae. Hell yeah, glad you're
The
doing
packaging
well,
had
brother.
different sounds.
Welcome in, Jaco. Heck yeah, I love me some
Carrots are in
Starfield,
that
man.
thin, clear plastic, and the vanilla wafers are in that like aluminum foil type of material.
I can't hear my mother calling me from up the stairs, fam. Let alone the packaging. Jeez. Sometimes I can't hear yo when you're right in my ear. Gladio, welcome in, fam. I appreciate you. You also have a wonderful day, fam. I've been great, Jaco. Oh, Jaco, my bad. Life's been good. Life's been good.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a tip, okay?
Uh-huh.
Don't change your hook every day.
Oh, okay. So I think, yeah, okay. Bet. We're gonna talk on the side about that. Yeah, I had some things I wanted to bounce off of you guys, but I'll give you a shout a little later after that. That's a good tip. Pro tip. I started the DLC, but I haven't beaten it yet.
Because you didn't have my alarm today. You don't love me. You're supposed to hype me up. You wasn't like hype me. And now look, I haven't walked today because he hasn't hyped me.
First of all, I kind of caught like half of that. For whatever reason, as soon as Snippet started talking, it started sounding very robotic. But I got most of it. Something about the fact that I missed and I didn't hype her up yesterday, and this is why she hasn't started today, and I needed to hype
She
her
said
up.
when she said I got some stuff to bounce off of you. She said, I hope it bounces off of me and pierces you in the eyeballs.
God damn!
Damn, that's rude. She said, that's what he gets for not being my hype man and being in my live yesterday. He's supposed to be there to hype me up. And look, I didn't walk today because he's not there hyping me up.
Oh my god! I feel attacked. Damn. Jesus. Why my eyesight though? Why you attack me like this?
She's really salty at you for not being in her live yesterday.
Very salty. And I had a surprise for her today, but she ain't come on today, so hold
She's
on.
gonna do her walk a little bit, she said.
Dang, Jacob. So I beat the main story, and not on stream, but I basically played the main story and beat it, and now I'm playing on the second round and doing all the side quests and all that good stuff.
What are you playing?
Starfield.
Uh-huh.
So I'm already Starborn. I don't know if you know what that is, but when
I don't
you
know what that is.
okay,
But
I'll
no
buy it.
idea.
Have a great day, Angel. Appreciate you stopping by.
Bye.
Bye. Got him. Okay, cool. So yeah, basically, yeah, now I'm level still 41 because I don't have a lot. Oh my god, I forgot to change the settings. Shit. So the one thing here that I did like is you can make it you can make it less XP or you get more XP depending on changing the settings. So you don't get penalized in the sense of the achievements, but you do get an XP gain, which I'm okay doing. So I go back and
Okay,
forth.
bye.
Oh, bye. Love you. Have a great haircut. Hey, send me pictures.
Now.
Send me pictures of the pre and after haircuts. No?
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, yay. Bye.
Bye.
Drive safe. The ending was crazy indeed. Yes, I don't want to get into it too much, but yes. And talking about alters, I don't know if you've tried the game Alters yet, or the Alters. It's on every console. I've been playing it. I would say for a good I've been playing it for a good 3 days, and I'm gonna play it on stream next. I just gotta download it on this place. But the Alters is an interesting base building, resource gathering game. It's I don't know if you've tried it yet, but if you like this, it feels like it's a game you would play on your phone, but on console, because it's, graphics and all that stuff. It is really interesting. I really am getting sort of joy out of it. You have X amount of stamina for the day, so you have to do X things for the day, and then end the day to get more XP, or it stops. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't, or you get penalized for it, or whatever. So, but overall, man, definitely something that I am enjoying. Now, I'm also playing this game
If you're here to buy or sell,
with
you might want to talk to Aunt Ty. I'm
with
busy.
mods. The mods are pretty dope. I'm here to sell, but I'm looking for you.
Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line.
Now, I don't listen to
don't
all
give me
the
that
story,
look. I'm just having a laugh.
but you know,
What have you got for me?
I get the gist of it. Much love to Anime Freak and Snippin'. Thank you guys for everything. I love you, boo. I got my eyes on you. Take a look at this sample.
Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
Got my eyes on you. Indian flu. If you can't handle it, point me to someone who can,
All
baby.
I'm going to point at is the ceiling with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
Ooh, wait, what? I refuse to pay for that information. Blow your brains out and ask someone else. I have to pay just to find out where? Ooh, should we pay? Alright, we're just gonna pay, because we got it like that. We ballers.
Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Alright,
There's a
alright.
buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells with the broken spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
What you saying? Ooh, wait. Where am I? No, I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. Let me not get in trouble. Ooh, what is Maria? Welcome in, y'all. Appreciate you guys sticking around.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
Much love to everybody who came by. Easton, Snippin, Anime for dropping the hearts, the roses, all the gifty gifts. Much appreciated.
Hey,
Give a little sample, give a little taste.
Louder. I don't think every single UC guard in Sedonia heard you. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
Sing it to him. Sing it to him. Sing it to him. Got my eyes on you. Ooh, Logan, how you doing, fam? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. No problem.
Right down to business. And no small talk.
None of that. It's all about business here.
Because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt.
Okay.
He spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
Alright. I'll just pay his debt? Nah. Just kill him and take money off his car? Nah. Alright, I'll get it done. I guess we'll go bounty hunt again and get some debt collector and all that good shiznit. G.
Don't worry, you can't miss it.
Beep, beep.
Just look for the most
Did you want to
miserable
chat today? Sure. Here. Ooh, put the put the Glock away, baby. Put the Glock away. Snap. Is this gonna be a firefight?
There's nothing like seeing old.
Oh no, we're gonna go do a. We need to collect this debt, baby. Pay up, pay up. Oh, he looks broke.
Something I can help you with?
Yeah, player. I'm here to collect them credits.
Adler Camp. Who the heck is that?
Adler is serious about his debt. I suggest you pay quickly.
Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else.
Oh, he wants to play games, chat.
Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax.
Oh, do you now? Oh, he thinks he's gonna get away with.
Fun.
I'll go back and tell her you said that. Well, it's been nice knowing you. I'm sure your funeral will be lovely.
Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned.
Ah, now you're starting to remember?
Oh, wait. You mean
Ah.
that Adler?
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
I thought you were talking about someone else.
Ah, yeah. Seems like a
I
normal
told
mistake.
him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good?
Nah. It don't sound good at all. It don't sound good at all. That's not good enough. I don't think pay now or Demoy will be sending your clothes home in the casket.
Come on. Give me a break. What the... Look. Okay? Can't squeeze blood from his
persuade. Promise to stop borrowing from Adler and I'll pay your debt for you. 3,000? Yeah, nah, I'm tired of playing games. Let's try to persuade, baby.
Why are you doing this?
Let's get it. Let's get it. Go. Pay up if not. Okay, let's see. This is really worth the risk. You could always make money back later.
Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. I don't know.
Come on, you must really need him somewhere. Pay him now, you get your revenge later. Pay up. If not for you, do it for the sake of your family. Which one? Pay now, get your revenge later. Ah, no! Okay. You're a dead man if you don't pay back. Yeah. There you go. That's gonna work.
Shit.
Whew.
You're right.
Yes.
Adler doesn't just want me beaten up.
Nah.
He's going to have me killed.
That's why I'm here.
Please.
I'm trying to tell you.
Sorry for trying to
Like,
make
I
you out of it.
got it on me.
I didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah. Smart man. Let me just listen. You see this? This is almost to you. This was almost to you, fam. You crazy. Playing around with me. I'm the debt collector. Not today. Not in Ink's house. We collect our debts. I tell you what.
Used to think I was Vanguard material until I discovered that space travel
Levitated.
Can't believe we're still pulling up huge.
Let's see.
Have something for me?
Yeah, here it is. It's all right here, Plo.
I knew that Bob was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
He got the message.
Nice.
Oh, he got the
You're
message.
Kind of a natural at this.
He got that
Even on
message.
deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that.
Oh, do you?
Oh.
I'll collect your debt.
I can get you more. A lot more.
Bro.
You can handle running with my associates.
I think you think they can handle me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I like your style.
I like your style. Now
I'll
get
call
me in
ahead
there.
and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself.
Okay,
Head
okay.
out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say.
Whatever she has
And
to
I've
say.
taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash.
Ooh. Dang, Jacob, my bad. I think I messed up and took too long to answer your Jones, but I appreciate you stopping by, fam. Heck yeah, okay. Oh, we want to sell? No, because I ain't do nothing. Hey, buddy.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. I'm just leaving. That's my baby. Look at that, Chad. Look at that. That is my beauty. That's the mantis. Everybody fears the mantis. And this is my little buggy. You know what I mean? This is my little kickstand. You know what I mean? My little Neo 8 for the 808s. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't know, now you know, blue. Let me scan that. Let me get that info. Let me get that info. Alright, we're gonna come over here.
Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like it's so. Big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew.
I am. That's what I'm here for. Damn right I am. Adler said that. I don't know he cared. I didn't already prove myself. Didn't I already prove myself? Damn right I am.
Your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grab drive.
Ooh. That's a threat.
Let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew.
Okay.
You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet.
And so I'm in.
This little task I have planned for you.
There's a
medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake.
Ooh.
I want him dead.
I guess to become a pirate, one must do pirate things. Consider it done. Let me think about it. What are my options? Do I have to complete this job? Why not hunt them down yourself? A medical supply ship. Consider it done. Ooh. They say to get in there and dismantle this group by any means necessary. Alright, man. That's Straya. What do you want us your dad? How can you be certain us your Rick is on
I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie.
Okay.
He changes his location and identity so often it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs.
Oh my.
You know what? It's worth every damn cred.
Every damn cred.
Like a fool in front of Delgado.
Okay, what do you? Okay, here we go.
Rick used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner too. Brought in a ton of cred. Everything was fine until
Ooh, he's one of us? Nah, we're gonna let him out. We're gonna let him out. We're gonna let him escape. I already made up my mind. You can't change my mind. Alright, family, let's get it. Okay, so let's see. Ooh. We're way over here. Collect the bounty. Yeah, okay. Crazy Jake. It's time. Ragana, then boy, do I have some bad news for you. You have a crewman on board I'm looking for. Looks like trouble found you. Attack.
Alright. And what are your intentions with this crewman?
I want to talk to him. That's awesome, Rake dead, and I like the board ship. Nah, Crimson Fleet. He's going to. What's going to happen? You're going to open the hatch and I'm going to board. Only have one demand. Kill up. No. Ooh, what's it going to be? Sparks, welcome in, fam. How you doing today? Appreciate you stopping by on the Tiki Talks. Okay, we're gonna go with the Crimson Fleet, right? That only makes sense. So what is this? Okay, I'd like to. Okay, so the fleet wants to wreck dead. I'd like to come aboard and talk to how to spare him. Okay, yeah, let's do this one. Smart man. All I got is almost about to crash. That was coming in deep, coming in fast.
We're docked.
We are docked, huh? Okay, we're gonna save it here. Wait, no, we got a little more. Yeah, we got a little more time. Okay. We're about to have a convo with the homie. Have a little just chatting part. Cute. She ready. She ready for this. She ready for all the smoke.
If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
Thank you, Mustache. I don't know who's in the comms. This is safer.
That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about?
I love the song. Nam, welcome in, Nam. How you doing? Persuade. Ooh, okay. Dead, but I want to resolve. Okay, the fleet wants to, but I want to resolve this without violence. Persuade us and Rick is Crimson Fleet pirate. Kill him and let you go. Ooh, okay, let's do this one.
You really do not know which one of us is Rick, do you?
I don't.
And you do not seem to care either.
No, I don't.
Which makes me think you really want to save him.
I do.
Okay, I have idea.
Okay.
We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port.
Deliver him to SysDef. If the fleet finds out about this deal, we're exposed. The fleet won't buy that. Someone may need to die after all. Ooh, okay, let's see. Yeah.
That is fair.
Oh.
We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
Oh.
It does not appear you do.
It was him after all, eh?
You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Oh,
Unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
So now what? They're gonna put me in a cis-death prison? I'm not saying it's worse than death, but it's pretty damn close.
Oh, okay. So, would you like me to just go ahead and do this? Because that's always an option. Say another word. Say another word! Alright. I'm out of here. They don't want to smoke. What? What? That took forever to get there. Undock, baby. What in the heliante?
We've detached.
Oh. Scan this baby. And again, and just on to numb the pain. And I gotta stay all the time to get you off my mind. I truly hope every. Oh.
Just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Oh.
Their shield system.
Oh.
Enemies ground drive out. Enemies jump drive is offline. Enemies jump drive is offline.
Oh, that's one.
They've regained their jump capability. Target has lost its engines.
Ooh, another one. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're done, son. They're done, son. Woo! This is how we do it. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Let's see. I love those firefights on space, fam. Like, they are super fun. Wait, did I get it? No. Travel, no, there it goes. Copper. Oh, okay, we got some copper up in here. Oh, there he goes.
Thanks for the help with the Ecliptic.
Here we go. Raver boys, let's go. We here, we locked in. I appreciate you, fam. Let's get it. And Tony. Appreciate you stopping by. Welcome in, welcome in. Get it, get it. Like Austin Rake is dead. The Ragnar survived.
No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean.
Hey, yeah.
Preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind. But
Ain't no witnesses, baby.
you got the job done.
You got dang right.
Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet?
I do.
Well, you're in. Yep.
Oh, we in, Chad. We in. We hype. Let's get it. 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 You are an a-hole, fam. It's about damn time. Best decision you've ever made. I don't respond well to threats. True Shadow. Appreciate the lurk, fam. Much love to you. Happy hump day.
I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key. The fleet calls it home.
Okay.
Get out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
I'm gonna do whatever I want. Okay, I won't take you too long. Oh, this is my cargo. Give it to me. From my bounty. Doop, 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 doop. Hey, wait for the drop. Wait for the drop. I got the goosebumps. I got the goosebumps. I got the goosebumps. Oh my God, Chad. Pedro Sanchez, welcome in. Bienvenido, mi amigo. Welcome in, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We hype. We hype. Hype, 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 hype. Alright, we're gonna save it here. We about to so I'm we'll see. Exit save, let's go launch. Yeah, here. We're gonna call it a day on the TikTok, so we're gonna switch it over to just chatting for a little bit. We're gonna have a convo with an amazing soul, Ahmad Jermaine, and just kind of go into just chatting for a little bit. Let's see what we got going on. So thank you everybody who came by the TikTok side of the house. I appreciate you. We'll be back on later. If not, definitely tomorrow. At least an hour every day until we reach 1K followers. Hey? Let's get it. Let's get it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Have an amazing day. Guerrero, bienvenido. Disculpe que me voy, pero te veo mañana. Much love, y'all. Oh shit. Take a picture of that to show our growth. Alright, chitty chat chat. Everywhere else we're still going live. We're still hot and ready. We're gonna switch over to just chatting. Let's see. Teco, how you doing, family? How you doing? My amazing, talented, beautiful, funny, I mean, the list is infinite. Friend is blessing us today and again with her presence. I appreciate you. I love your energy, your soul. You are just such an amazing human. I'm so thankful to know I have you as a friend. Much love. I hope your Wednesday, that's right, we are on Wednesday, is going amazing, family. I'm doing amazing. I'm alive, you know what I mean? I got good tunes in my ears. I got friends in my chat. I mean, life can't get much better. Oh shoot, no, I want to do this. That's where it is. Just we're gonna switch it up. I was playing some video games, and now we're gonna do a little chatting with the homie and business partner. We're gonna talk about some health and wellness, positivity talk, you know, all of the above. How you doing? Ooh, are you at all interested in participating in, like, not so much like an interview, but in streaming a healthy conversation and talking about mental health, emotional health in your own perspective? It's not about being right, wrong, or having to have degrees or anything in that nature. It's just sharing our perspectives in life situations, life experiences. If you are, I would be an honor to have you on the podcast, fam. Just chatting. Let's see. Okay, then we're getting ready to switch it up. Let's do people blog, save. I get nervous as hell with that stuff. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, and that's why you don't have to. Please, don't feel like if you say no, I'm gonna be like, well, F that girl, blah blah. Nah, not at all. Not at all like that. You don't have to be live on camera. Obviously, it would be nice to have you on the mic. But yeah, again, no pressure. Maybe later on in the future if you ever feel comfortable. But again, and the only reason why I'm saying this is there are many people that feel like you do. Maybe we can talk about that feeling and what that goes on with all that, because there are so many people that feel the same way. And when we see other people fight their fears and insecurities and all that stuff, it gives us the motivation to say maybe I can. You know what I mean? And so it is not at all anybody's job to do that. But if you're ever interested in working through that, know that you have some friends here that are willing to help you through it in the most safe and comfortable way possible. You know what I mean? Yeah, nice. Okay, yeah, there you go. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really it. All it is. It's not. It's really like chatting it up with chat when you're live on stream. You know what I mean? It's people asking you questions and you kind of tell them your opinion, and that's really it. And it's you'll see it. I'm gonna send you a message. Oh yeah, he's about to get on right now. If you have some time, you'll see what I mean. But again, thank you for understanding that I'm not trying to shove this down, on you. It is just an invitation, and it is an invitation to continue to show you that you are capable despite, right? And who knows where working on this could assist in your life when you're ready to work on that, if you ever are, you know what I mean? But either way, I appreciate you, and I'm so excited to see how far you go. Continue work is Snippet and I were talking about it, and we're just so excited to see you continue to be your authentic self, because it's popping off, man. It's really popping off. You're doing amazing. Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you so much, Anonimo. I apologize for that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It was truly an honor to have given what I've had to sacrifice to ensure that my friends and family have had a chance, You're very welcome, Taco. You're very welcome. You do that to so many people. You are there for so many people that maybe it doesn't feel like it sometimes, but trust me, just hearing you say hi to me, hearing your kind words every time I show up on your streams, Taco, it really does that for me. That same, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to reciprocate that energy to you, fam. Know that, again, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just thankful for what you already give me. And so if I can be assistance in any way, please let me know. If I can't, I'll let you know, But I always do my best to assist those that continue to give me that positive energy and be a positive influence in my life. And you are that. It is a privilege to be here. Indeed it is. It is for all of us, my friend. It's a privilege to be here, and it's a privilege to have y'all here chatting with me. Let's see. Did you serve Anonimo? We're gonna go to my Discord. We're gonna get on start combo. Okay. Let's see. We're Gonna wait until the homie logs in, but we on there. And I hope my children follow the same path. Okay, okay. So you are a veteran, Anonimo? Or are you hoping that your children serve? Oh, let's switch this up here to just chatting for a second. Support others. I know we're all here doing our best while trying to uplift, support others. Indeed, that's it. That's all. That's the one thing that I have enjoyed about Kick. Out of all the platforms, we here on the Kickity Kicks, there are a lot of streamers who truly enjoy supporting other streamers. They understand the struggle, they understand the grind, and they do whatever they can to support and help one another get to that next level. That's really amazing, you know what I mean? And not only on the streaming world, in personal lives and everything. When you really meet somebody that you connect with, that they vibe with you, they go above and beyond, you know what I mean? Like Snippin and all these anime and all these other people, French Fry. You know, there's so many amazing folks that has helped me in so many different ways that I can't help but give that energy back to other people like yourselves, Techo, and anybody else who's interested. You know, this is why we have the Discord, this is why we have the website, this is why we have all these different areas and ways to connect, to be able to remind ourselves that we can, despite, together we will, despite, right? And so rather than always talking about it, I like to be about it. And this is why I take road trips and I go meet people. If you're really about it and you tell me, yeah, we're vibing and you're friends and you're not uncomfortable meeting in real life, I will do a road trip to go meet people. I met Snip and Hammer, I met Mama Tina Gaming, I met so many different people in real life that it really makes that connection that much better. And that is truly my goal with this streaming stuff, is to be able to make enough money to be able to give myself and other people that I continue to meet experiences in life. Imagine where I can come to your city and take you out on a day where you've always wanted to do. We can just stream it and go out skydiving or go to the zoo or go to the aquarium, or you know what I mean, something amazing. I've actually have gone diving inside the aquarium in Georgia, and if I can do that there, I'm sure there's other places that can do that. So it's all about the money, right? So that would be a cool experience. But that's what we're working towards. And right now, what the focus is just this human connection, having conversations with people, getting to know people, and making the steps to ensure my life is at its best so I can give back to everybody else. And that's what I encourage to every single person I meet is, let's take care of ourselves for each other. I'll take care of me for you, you take care of you for me. And when we do that, we can always find the common ground. No, I lose control when you're not next to me. Oh, I need to change the lose control when you're not next to me. Just chatting. Yeah, here we go. Okay, now we fixed all the titles. Whoopsies. We're good though. Oh, there he is. Let's see. What up? What up? Chillin', chillin'. Let's see. My knees are trembling. Oh, I lose control. Let me see. Let's bring this down a little bit. How you doing, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I had to. They got everything blasting over there.
I do, man. Been jamming.
No, no, not you, them.
Mm.
Kids, they're watching it. Yeah, I got it. Getting low, man.
I'm getting low. Let's see.
I getting low, player.
Lose control. We gonna let's see. No, you got you good. You good with that? Okay. Um, turn on your video when you get a chance.
Yeah, I was just seeing if I wanna do it without the background today. Dun, dun.
There it is. Only one way to do it, but to do it. You know what I mean?
No, I was saying this. Getting low.
Dang! Don't let Diddy catch you. Oh! Easy now. Easy now. He's away.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Man.
Shit. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good, good, good.
That hair is looking nice, fam. Dang. Let me see the back. Yeah, okay. So it's not okay, so it's going all the way down. Okay. I thought it was like
Yeah, yeah.
starting to the
So
top.
no, no, no. So what I've done is like she broke it off into 3 sections and just braided it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dang. Okay, okay. Is it fresh? Like is it still hurt and whatnot?
No, no, no. It doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh, okay.
The first time the lady did it, my shit was throbbing for like 3 days, man. I felt
Uh,
like I had a headache. It was just
yeah. I remember that's the one
but
reason why I didn't want to get no braids or nothing.
no, no, no. Now it's cool. It's just,
Yeah. It
it
just
costs to get it, redone so many. Because the way my hair is, after about probably 5 weeks, I need to kind of get it redone. And they want it to be like, they say, "Oh, you're good for 2 months," but I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm not gonna make 2 months."
nah, bro.
Wintertime, the wintertime I probably could, because you could put the black hat, the beanie on with the do rag, and you'll be good. But summertime, you can't walk around like that.
Yeah. I mean, you can. You're just gonna get looked at a little weird, probably.
Man, it's hot as fuck out here, man. I ain't gonna lie. Today was 100.
It's about the same over here in the DC area. I'm not gonna lie. It's bouncing from between 80 to 100, and the humidity, bro. The humidity is. But I'm blessed to be in my cave to have these underground floors where it and this is why I truly believe in these underground homes, this natural cooling. Like it is so hot outside. I come downstairs down here
Yeah,
and it's cool, man. Like cool 70s,
yeah.
60s, you know what I'm saying? If I need it. And it's an amazing thing, but that's a whole nother conversation. So yeah, I'm blessed to have this ability to stay out of all that. But yeah, it's been nasty. It's one of the reasons why I haven't truly, well, aside from the surgery, being out in this heat can be dangerous. Walking around and doing physical things.
Word. Word.
Yeah, at least in my area of this journey, as far as still working, getting working on my diabetes, working on all these things, my injuries and whatnot, being mindful of those things, and how I'm not as consistent with that. So if I take, it's been maybe 2 weeks since I've been able to go out for a walk, and with that, I'm not gonna just go back to my regular 1 hour walk with some push-ups and wear exercises in between. Or I'm in this heat, it would be diabolical on my system. So it's being mindful to be like, hey, it's okay that I can't do that now, but just because I can't do that outside doesn't mean that I can't do that inside as well, right? And so that's something that I kind of been working on, is just because one door is closed doesn't mean that there's another way out or there's another way of getting things done, right? What are your thoughts on that?
Of course, there's always, if there's a will, there's a way. Um, no, I would agree. Most of the trouble we always run into is because we have a particular like idea of how we expect it to look or feel, so it blocks off the possibilities of any other way of that existing, right?
Mm.
So I can see that, how the rigid thinking, or, you know, in my dream it's like this, and if it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't look like that, then it's like it's not happening. Where in reality it really is happening. It's just you're not open to see what's actually happening for you or to you.
Mm. Mm.
So no, I can see it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Just
been
taking
going
them
on in your
them
life?
steps. I'm not gonna lie, man. Today, I sat there and I was like, man, think I'm gonna do something for TikTok, man. I really do. And as I sat there, I was like, what? How do I want to go about this? And the usual thing, the what is it? Analysis with paralysis, in a sense, I guess you could say,
Okay.
where I ended up really not doing anything but getting closer to the edge and looking to take the plunge, which before I wasn't even at the edge. But
Mm-hmm.
now I'm at the edge,
Mm-hmm.
looking ready for the plunge.
Mm.
And I think what I'm gonna do is ask questions from the journal, man. I honestly do. I think I'm just gonna ask questions from the journal and kind of leave like a quick note, like what's a great life to you? And then just say, hey, get a sheet of paper and put your pros, cons, or write out what that great life is, and look at the life you have. You might be surprised. You're already living
Mm.
it. Again, it just doesn't look like what you envisioned. But everything you're saying you want, everything you desire and need, you already have it.
Yeah.
So I think I might do something like that. You know.
Well, I mean, I would highly recommend to document that portion, right? Quarantine TV, welcome in, fam. Let's get it. Documenting that portion, you don't have to share it, but it's almost like a journal where that you can later look back at it and,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, look at the things that you're saying, the kind of state of mind you were in, and all that, and it can be a useful tool to show or give you more evidence that, oh, recording it is not, doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to have the background remover. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't need to be I don't have to have the mic. I don't have to have these things to just show people. And then you get the most valuable evidence that I've gotten has been the fact that that's truly what people need and want to see, right? Because it's almost like if I give you a tool and you've heard of the tool, but you've never used the tool. If I just hand you the tool and walk away, you're gonna be like, okay, cool, nice tool, but I don't know what the hell to do with it. You might try to use it, you might, but at the end, you're not gonna get the results if you are aware of what the tool is and how to use it. And if you continue to show how to use and practice these tools that you are creating, then it, in my opinion, will go that much further for people that are looking to use the tools that you're putting out there, right? In a sense, is there is a difference for some people. They can take directions. Some people are visual. Some people are doers, and getting it from the source, it brings a value that no others can bring it. Seeing you doing it, that's why these videos of Walt, actually working out, doing the work day in, day out, you see him doing what he's saying, and now you see the progress, you're seeing the results, and you can understand the value of what he's saying. You, in my opinion, to many are still a mystery. You have a lot of amazing wisdom, but you know what I'm saying? What is this, AI? At this point, are you just an AI person just copy and pasting? Who is this person, right? And as we get to know you, right, the people that truly get to know you, they're like, dang, okay, they connect with what you're saying because they're understanding the person you are, the where you come from, the how you're working on now. They see what you're dealing with, the struggles, and how you're putting those tools into, and they're like, ah, that's why this man is the way he is. That's why he's happy while everything is chaotic in the world. Oh, that's why he still chooses happiness. Oh, this is why he chooses to do his 1,000 sit-ups at midnight because it's important. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it makes sense. And then in that like realization, you get there. Well, fuck it. I can. Oh, I can. I may not be able to do 1,000, but I can do five. I can do five at night when I'm watching my shows. And that starts sparks. That's that food for thought that I enjoyed talking about. That
Yeah.
sparks the ideas of I can do it my way, which is that's what I root for, right? Don't do it exactly how I do it, but let what I do inspire you to create a way for you to do your own thing the healthiest way possible. But yeah, man, you're on the not but and yeah, I agree. You are on that edge, getting ready to jump. And
Yeah. Man.
I just want to remind you, you've jumped a long time ago. The illusion is that you're on the edge. You're mid flight, baby. We are literally in flight right now. We have we are authors, we have businesses, we living abroad. We thinking of, what I mean? Like we are mid flight, brother. And I am truly proud of you, man. I really am. I really am because it continue to be right. That is the difference here. I truly see the difference in us and in a lot of others where we don't pretend like we have the answer. We don't pretend like we have or we are, right? We give our perception, we demonstrate our lives the best way we can to show you why we perceive the things we perceive, show you the evidence of our beliefs. That's as far as we go. And from then on, you're not pushing anybody to do anything. You're not um, out here, you know what I'm saying, swindling people or anything like that. Nah. If people need help, you help if you can. If people don't want the help, hey, you wish them good luck. And that is a beautiful thing, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Kind of froze there for a quick second.
Still frozen, man.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely backed up a little bit. I don't know if it's the connection or me, maybe. Um,
It's probably
but
a
yeah,
multitude of things.
indeed, indeed. But it's all good. We keep going.
Yeah, yeah, frozen or not, you know what I'm saying? We keep the party going.
Indeed,
Yeah,
indeed.
well, I see what you're saying. I look at it a little bit different, as almost like Super Mario.
Mm-hmm.
And, when I say the ledge, it's like I jump over one thing and now I got to do it for another. So each task or each challenge that
It's a new
I
jump.
face, it's a new jump.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm way further than I was when I started. So I can see the progress, but I still have to take that leap. So there's still that pucker factor, whether I'm free falling or I'm taking the leap. There's still that like, oh, I gotta do it. There's still gonna be that little bit of I don't want to say scared, but maybe anxious would probably be the best word. Anxious. I would say that probably the best word more than anything. Anxious. It's kind of like that test you need to take, and you're stressed about it. But when you finally take the test, you realize you're way more prepared than you thought. But once it's
Mm-hmm.
over, it's like, oh, it's over, and it wasn't that bad. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what was I stressing about?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm starting to realize with most of the things that I built up to be such a task. I'm realizing once it's done or
I see you, Mr.
the
Child. Let's get
the
it.
challenge is
Appreciate you being here, fam.
in my mind, not necessarily doing it. It's just overcoming myself,
Mm.
you know?
So, what other experiences in your life do you feel that you have that similar anxiety, but you don't deal with it the same? Does that make sense? Example, is there any other situations where you have to remake that jump also, but it's no that anxiety is not there because you don't have the insecurity or beliefs that you fill in the blank.
Um,
I see you kind of cryptic. How you doing,
Going to
fam?
other
Welcome in.
countries, saying you have to drive, right? A lot of people are kind of, if you're in another country, damn, I gotta drive.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like, hey, you're driving, so you're anxious, but once you're in the car and you're moving, then it's like, oh
Mm-hmm.
man, this is no different than riding a bike, right? I
Has
would say for me, more physical things are easier for me to overcome because I've tackled that more throughout my life than mental things. That I would say anything mentally and emotionally are still sensitive topics because I shied away from certain things.
mm-hmm.
So, emotionally would be trying to reconnect after an argument, right? Or saying, it's easy for me to say the sorry, but it's not easy for me to give the hug and let someone see me at a vulnerable state, I guess is the best way. Like I
Mm.
can say sorry, I can say, it's my bad. I see all the things I didn't do wrong. I did wrong, but it's hard for me to not only say it, but now, like you said, embody it, right? And tell someone you love them and give them the extra hugs. And that part is still challenging for me just as much as certain tasks, right?
Mm.
Um, and I would say it's more things that I've told myself repeatedly over and over, and years of doing that. That's not me.
Mm.
I don't do that. I'm not that type of person. Where in reality, I never knew what type of person I really was because I never took the time to figure that shit out. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. No, most definitely.
So, so now it's like it's kind of just letting go of the label that I told myself that I was,
Mm.
and just giving it a shot, right? Let me just give it a go, open mind, no expectations, kind of like the Thailand thing. I was so amped to go, but as it came time to it, I promised myself I'm gonna go with no expectations, right? I just want to experience it for what get to see it at the moments that I'm there.
Mm.
And it took a lot of pressure off of me trying to make it the best time of my life, right? I didn't have anything comparing. Like in my mind, it's like a movie and it's like it's so great. And then when I do it in real life, when it never measures up, there goes that disappointment, right?
Mm.
Or at least for me. So I noticed I needed to stop putting so much pressure on my real life to mirror my imagination, right?
Mm.
And allow the imagination to feed the curiosity to experience the real life with no expectation. I know
It's-
it kind of answered your question. It didn't fully answer it, but
No,
that's
I mean it
kind of
did. I think what the pause for me was trying to think about it, what I wanted to ask you. Is something I wanted to point out. It wasn't more of a question, but anyways. So what I was gonna say is something I heard was that physically you don't have that anxiety because you have practiced overcoming physical challenges throughout your life, moreover, emotional and mental. Therefore, you don't have those anxieties when physical challenges appear in your life. And now that you're working on uh, being more present with your mental and emotional, you're noticing the challenges that arise through each new experience that asks that of you, and you are vulnerable and encouraged or and have enough courage to demonstrate those things now. And the valuable lesson that I hear in that is to be able to get stronger in these areas, we have to put ourselves in situations and do these things that we don't want to do to prove to ourselves that we can, despite, right? And you're doing that by writing these books and having the YouTube channel and the TikTok and doing your videos and making those progress to becoming a public speaker and truly fully become the person you envisioned and have envisioned for a long time.
yeah,
I
correct.
get it. Yeah, yeah. That's dope, man. And that's, ultimately, that's what we all want to do. And there are those who do it, and then there are those who choose not to. There are those who choose to believe in all the negative trains of thoughts that pop in their heads, all the insecurities, all these other things, day in, day out, continues to win over their mind, emotional and physical lives, and continue to choose not to do those things that can create the lives that they truly desire, i.e., working out. For me, is staying consistent and working out. I could have, a chiseled body like Ahmad over here. I really can. That's not impossible. Day in, day out, I have to choose the hard things, the things that I don't want to do. Doing 1,000 sit-ups and my push-ups and eating healthy and all these other things that I truly don't want to do. But if I pushed past those things and just did them, I would have the things. Now they come with sacrifice, but I can get that. I surely can. And so if you're struggling with doing anything, let that be food for thought for you. Oh, I can't, you know, start this project because of this, or I need this, and da 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 da. The only thing stopping you is that idea that you can't. And even the most wisest people in the world, even the most awakened, the most transcended, we are all, if we are human, if you are human, there is a high chance of us reverting back to the old way of thinking. And if that's the case, we have to be very mindful to catch ourselves and be humble, that can we can find ourselves in moments of greed and anger and all these other negative things. Supposedly there's a chance for everything, right? And so I say all that to ask you, what are some of the things that you continue to do to push past those challenges, right? What is helping you to push past those thoughts that tell you, no, don't do this, don't do that, or you can't do this, mentally and emotionally, because we've stated that physically you've pushed past that. Be humble. Yeah, yeah, Disc lurks in the house. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for everybody being here.
The biggest thing is I want to live and experience the life of abundance. That's what I choose to do. And I believe, no, I don't believe, I know that these are the steps that I need to take for myself. So even when I don't want to, I'm still going to confront it and move accordingly. Now, I may not take action right away, but I know I'm going to take the step because it is necessary for me to become a different version, right? Of
Mm,
so you see I see myself and I want to become that person. So you have to ask, well, what would that person do to become who they are? And so I move accordingly to that. Do I have the negative thoughts? Yes. The other day, Sunday was pretty rough for me. It's actually very emotional for me. So I had to look at myself and ask, do I want to do the roller coaster of the emotions? As you know,
mm,
and then I kept telling myself, if I think like this, you know, if I'm not changing, oh man, I had the saying and now I can't think of it. Whatever, yeah, whatever you're not changing, you're choosing.
yes.
And the more I said it, it just kept resonating and resonating and resonating. And it's like, well, if I'm not changing, that means I get to deal with this shit day in and day out. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to do this anymore. Like I really don't. I I don't want to continue to create my own John Wick, the
Mm.
boogeyman, right? That's all I'm doing. I'm creating this thing that's preventing me from experience the best version of myself. And that's what all this is. When I finally embrace and embody all the essence, all the dark sides, everything within me, and
Mm.
I am fully immersed. There's radical exception, right? Acceptance. I'm sorry, and I'm all excited about it, and I realize what to let go of, what to keep, how people are moving, the goods and the bads, and when you start seeing all this, and it's my script, it's my story. Why would I not tailor it to like an 80s movie
Mm.
where I'm winning? You know what I'm saying? Every 80s movie, right? Yeah, the underdog, and he's at the end, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. No matter what it is, he's gonna come on top and do those things and experience what he wants and finally embody himself because now he sees himself. The world saw him and so did all the other characters, and they all accepted it. And that's the biggest thing right now for me is accepting every facet of myself, which
Mm.
in turn will allow the world to see me the same way. But if I'm still critical of myself, then I'm gonna be judgmental and critical of someone else.
Mm.
Therefore, if I'm doing it to someone else, that means somebody's doing it to me because we're all reflections of each other. If I'm still terrified of taking that leap for fear of somebody's opinion, well, that's because I've had an opinion.
Mm.
And you know what I'm saying? And it's just a vicious cycle of at the end of the day, I want to be this person. So someone's always gonna have something to say. You're always gonna have those thoughts that it may not happen. You're always gonna critique yourself, but you gotta always take that time to tell yourself the best thing is gonna happen. Everything I'm going through at this particular moment is for my highest self. So what am I learning? What can I do?
Mm.
And just experience it and not hold on to those previous thought patterns. And I know it's easier said than done. We always do it. We say, oh, yeah. But just tell yourself, like, I'm changing and I'm not choosing this. I'm not going to stay the same to continue to go through these vicious cycles of emotional abuse to myself.
Mhm.
I want to experience happiness. I want to experience joy. I want to experience fitness.
Mhm.
Then take those and don't compare yourself to somebody else's journey or fitness level. Just look at where you're at, and it's a continuous process. And it's almost like really you're sculpting yourself. You get a block of marble, it takes time to chisel, it takes time to see, it takes time to get to a point. But if you continue with the work, and like you said, the discipline and consistency, you'll have the chisel aspect of that life. You'll experience those things you want to experience, but just don't get fixated on how that experience is supposed to look and feel.
Mm.
Because the moment you do that, you're taking away what could be. You're taking away possibilities now. You're taking away new experiences. You're taking away, obviously, maybe a whole life change decision because you're closing a door before you even entertained it to even be open. You're shutting certain things down that you may be great at, but because you've never done it, oh, I'm not into that. You know,
Mm.
a great example, the ASVAB. When I took the ASVAB, I don't know shit about electronics, to be honest. I don't. But that was the highest section I got.
Mm.
And that was an eye opener for me because it was like, dang, that could actually be a field that I could accelerate and be better at. But I had no common knowledge that I could because I had never been inclined to take something apart, put it together. How does it work? I was never interested in that stuff.
Mm.
But again, I never took the time to figure out what I was interested in.
Yeah.
So I'm rambling right now.
Nah, nah, nah. You. I mean, I enjoy it.
Some of it makes sense and applies, some of it kind of doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, I was saying all of that to say this: you are the only thing that's ever going to get in your way, truthfully, to experience something, creating something, and embodying something. The sooner we are able to accept ourselves and let go of the judgment that we place on ourselves, because that's why we're afraid of it from others,
Mm.
we'll be willing to take those steps to experience, to create, and to embody.
How? How does one do that? You can't speak for others, so how do you do that?
So,
How do you practice that in the different aspects of life? Now, I can hear you. I have to real quick open this door, but I can't hear you. So it did. Please answer that. Explain how do you practice what you just said for people? Because some people, right? Even myself, at some things, when I hear that, it's like that's easier said than done, right? So in some
it
aspect,
all is, yeah.
right? So yeah, explain that real quick. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
So for me, it it's being disciplined when I don't want to. It's not feeding into my own securities. And the biggest thing is just I I don't want to continue to live a specific way or feel a certain way, then I have to change it. I have to be willing to give up my security, my comfort to get to experience something new. I've always known that to get something, you have to give up something. And that's the question that everybody would have to ask themselves is what I'm giving up worth what I'm going to obtain or get in return? And that's a question individually that everybody would have to kind of ask themselves to see if that's something they would want or if it's worth to them. And for certain things, it's gonna look different. It's never like a one size fits all. It's a constant battle of you and your mind and your comfort and your ego and it's the biggest thing is self-awareness, is being self-aware and understanding what emotions trigger certain reactions for you. And are
Mm.
those actions or are those emotions real, right? Because a lot of times we feel a certain type of way, but that isn't necessarily what's actually happening, right?
Mm.
So it's just sitting down and going through that self-awareness. And you can do it by call putting things in perspective, worst case scenario, best case scenario, worst case scenario, and probably what will happen. And you write down a list of all your things. The other one is thoughts and reactions. You write down what thought it is, you put all the different reactions you have, and then you can go through and
What
see
about?
which ones
I'm
are
sorry to interrupt.
actually telling you that. Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, interrupt. It's
Quick
fine.
review, or not review, but quick rewind on the portion of you mentioning thinking about the things that you'll gain versus the things you'll lose, right? A lot of people, that is the anxiety, the uncertainty of is this gonna pan out? Is this really worth it? Is this gonna be it? Right? So like that's what stop it. Like the unknown portion. How do you deal with the unknowns in your life when it comes to mental and emotional?
The biggest thing for, like I was saying, I don't want to relive. how it was. So regardless of how the experience is, it's gonna be better than where I'm at. And every time I've taken that leap or that step, even if it didn't work a particular way, I still gained some confidence knowing that I can do this. And again, letting go of the expectations of how it's supposed to look or feel, right? Because that's another big thing is, and some people they're so comfortable that they don't want to come out and take those risks because they're fine where they are. And that's why I said a lot of this stuff is going to be individual, um, based off of where they're at, what they want. Because even what I'm saying could make sense, but they have to decide, do they truly want to change, and is it where they want to go, is it
Mm.
worth giving up whatever that particular thing that they're doing now? And that's a question
How
that
you doing,
only that
Uzi? I see
person
you,
can
friend.
ask at
Appreciate
the
you stopping
time,
by.
and only that
Quarantine
person will
TV.
know the pain that they're dealing with, the joy that they've experienced. And that's just always going to come down to them understanding what it is they want to get. But kind of like Michael Jordan said, they asked him, how is it easy to take, these shots to win the game?
Yeah.
He's like, whether I win or lose, that's not the point. I take the shot because if I don't even have a chance to win or lose,
Hmm.
right? I'm proving to myself every time I take that shot that I have the ability, no matter what's going on, that I can close the deal,
Mm.
right? So the challenge was always against him, like him playing against himself in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And that is to me the game of life. It's you being aware of you and constantly facing the adversity through experiences, whether they may be traumatic or not, facing programming, facing someone else's expectation, facing your own expectation, um, being accountable, sometimes being accountable for somebody else's actions, even though you don't need to be. So it's Man, we could go in all day talking about, in my opinion, why and how all of this works, but it's always going to come back to that individual. 'Cause
Indeed.
I can't say what would be worth it to them or not. You know what I'm saying?
And that wasn't my question. My questions have been to you, in your opinion and
Yeah,
in
and
your life.
you said how would I show, and I explained how I would show it. But
Mm.
at the end of the day, I can show you all day long, but the decision itself has to come from that person.
Exactly.
That is almost like a cookbook. You know what I'm saying? Like the cookbook tells you exactly what to do, but then why does it not everybody's cake comes out exactly like the cookbook?
Indeed,
You
right?
see what I'm saying? And
And
that's kind
there's
of what I was saying,
no,
trying to speak
and it
to.
makes total sense. And the reason why I asked the way I asked it is because there's a difference between reading a cookbook and watching a chef or having a chef teach you how to cook a specific dish that they created. There's a big difference in my opinion because I like to learn different ways. I get certain things out of different ways, right? So when I see things, when I hear things, when I see somebody actually teaching me their technique, their I can see one way, but then I can experiment from that way as well. And so I ask you that way, not because to try and answer how people should fix or adjust their lives, but to give an example of how one person, i.e., you, has been able to utilize these things and tools that you were speaking about to shift your life and change your perspective and battle those things. And so, like I said, you did answer my question at the beginning, and then you asked, I don't know what to say about other people, and I was like, oh, it's okay. You don't have to answer for other people because that wasn't my question. My question is, what do you do in those situations when you do find yourself stuck, or when you do feel uncomfortable or anxious about doing something? What are the tools that you have created that you use? How do you use them? What are the things that go on your through your mind while you're using them? What are the feelings that you have while you're using them, right? Because when I share this and I hear people share this with me, I get a deeper context on, in a way, an example, right? And now I can really truly see, man, is that work really truly what I want? I like, for example, your body, right? You put in your body when you show me your workouts and this and that, and I'm like, man, that is some wild workouts. But then I see you at the beach, you got the shirt up, the tats are glistening, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I want my chest to look like that. So I'm like, yeah, working out does have the payout of working out is something that I wouldn't mind sacrificing for, right? But I also having that inspiration, having that reminder is something that is for me an idea of fuel, like a mental, emotional fuel to get that physical done. And that's really why I was asking that, because the work that you continue to do for yourself has been tremendous, has been life changing. I get the privilege to see it and get to talk to you more in depth about it and really get the nitty gritty of it all. And when you do get to know you in that depth, man, those tools shine even more, make even more sense, right? And kind of that's, in a sense, that's why I'm asking you that, to get that personal perception that you have of these amazing creations. Indeed, indeed, man. And you do. And once you do share that also, um, when you give when then once people hear this, they ask for suggestions and opinions. They come informed, they know why they're asking this soul for these, you know what I'm saying, kind of like the homie that came to the podcast, right?
Yeah.
He has gotten the chance to get to know you, and you saw the level of engagement is different from a person you just met a few minutes ago, or somebody from chat. OptiVR, I see you, fam. Let's go. Um, it definitely makes it. But once they're like, man, he is able to see, he knows your wife, the kids, and then it's like, man, and then we're able to describe your ways, your perceptions of this world, how to be healed, how to heal, and he connected you on a different level. And the more we practice that aspect, that is that evidence that we're looking for, you and I believe, in this mental and emotional work, right, that we're doing, is that continuing to prove to ourselves that we can do these videos, we can public speak, we can just turn on the camera and do all these things, we can be authors, we can make music, we can do it all. We are
Yeah.
living in the plentiful, no, wait,
Funded.
in abundance. Thank you. But yeah, man, that was
Abundance.
it. For sure, bro. A lot
No,
of amazing things to share.
again, it kind of goes back for me. Like I don't want to come off like I know it all. Or,
Mm.
this is what you got to do because truthfully, at the end of the day, like anything else, everybody has ideas and pointers, but you can still figure it out if you play with it enough. What best works for you?
Mm.
You know. But
Oh,
at the
most
end of the
definitely.
day, it's always going to come back to that decision though that I want to change. I'm willing to do this.
Mm,
And without that attitude, without that mindset, it doesn't matter what you get taught, it doesn't matter what someone does for you, it's not going to change anything.
that's it. And
And that was my biggest thing I was trying to like kind of the biggest changing thing is I don't want to feel or go back to what I did before.
continue talking one
I
second.
know
I got
how
a call.
that. No, that's fine. And so that's why I continue to take the leap. And every time it shows me that I do have the capability, I can change this, and I'm good to go. I'm going to continue to take those steps, work through it, and be the best version of myself. So, but yeah, man, that's what that's what I continue to do. That's what I look forward to, and I don't compare myself with others. I try not to get involved with uh, other people's emotional baggage and realize, if they don't ask for my opinion, I do not provide it. If what they're talking about, I don't agree, I can easily let them know and I can remove myself from the conversation. And that's kind of how I keep my peace, keep my energy. And when I am in disagreements, try to understand that person's perspective and not come in the conversation trying to be right. Also, not trying to beat my perspective into that person to where they're submit saying, okay, I see what you're saying, because they have every right to tell me they don't agree, they don't want to agree, and they don't have to agree. And that's kind of again, if you're in a conversation and it gets to that point, that's where you can just remove yourself. Say, all right, cool. At this point, we agree to disagree. No words need to be said after that, and you just leave.
Mm,
And then you come back if it's something you want to continue to talk about. Independent. Same thing with family. A lot of people, when it comes to family, they feel obligated to do certain things because it's a family member. And it's like, it doesn't matter who it is. If it's something you didn't agree upon originally, or it's something you just don't agree with or even want to do,
mm,
you don't have to do it. And honestly, how they feel, that's on them. They ain't got shit to do with you. You
yeah.
don't, I don't feel like doing it, you know? And all you got to do is ask yourself this one question. In any relationship in your life, the moment you don't do something someone else wants you to do, has it ever been a problem?
Mm,
9 times out of 10, it's a problem. Even as little kids, watch little kids play. There's always one boss and all, we're going to play this game. And the moment someone says they don't want to play this one, that, "Ah, well, ah, give me my ball. I'm going home.
mm,
Look at adults. We're gonna go here. Oh, man, I ain't trying to do that. Well, what do you want to do? I don't know what I want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always a problem when you tell someone no. So the more comfortable you get with saying no's, the easier life becomes. Because the problem isn't the no.
mm,
The problem is the other person is not getting their way.
mm.
And then it becomes that emotional thing, right? They're gonna try
Much
to
love,
emotionally
Lurk. Appreciate you
manipulate
being here.
you.
Always lurking.
Oh, we're family. Oh, you know, you're my husband. You're supposed to do these things. It's like, well, who said I'm supposed to do these things?
Mm.
You know? So, but yeah, for me, that's what I've been working on now is when I do get into those conversations, trying to still have that respect level and not allow myself to either feel disrespected or resort to that childlike state of
Mm.
throwing some form of a tantrum, right? The ah, man, you always do this, or projecting because I don't want to say no, projecting my energy and aggression on that person to make them kind of feel like, you know what, no worry about it. I don't want to ask you for anything anymore,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be that way. I should be able to say no and it's okay. And I should be able to just when I get to that point and I am projecting, it should be okay for that other person. Like, oh, hold up, you're starting to dump shit on me that has nothing to do with it. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. You don't feel you're not obligated. And that would help people too by saying no, right? When the other person is encouraging you to just be honest. Even if they didn't like it, but they still respected that that was the decision at the end of the day that it was a no.
Hmm.
So, but I remember we talked before, and that was something you said you struggled with was you always felt like you were too much for people, right? So now that you continue to have these conversations, what has helped you not feel like too much, but also accept those truths within you to where you're comfortable telling what it is or how you feel to family members, relationships, anybody that emotionally will get you 0 to 100 easier, right, than just a casual person you meet.
Mm.
I noticed that when it's family, you can get upset quicker and
Hmm.
faster.
Well, I think I'm at a place where the challenge is, or that jump that you talked about, right? That you have to do over again and over again. For me, in that sense, is accepting the reality that there are infinite perceptions of who I am to others, despite how hard I try to not be. That's one, right? My exes are gonna see me in a certain light, and although they see me in a negative light, they're different negative lights. There may be similarities, but definitely different. And there's nothing I could do, say, to change that perception or opinion. But that also doesn't mean that it has to weigh in any level in my emotional and mental state. Just because that version of me lives in their reality doesn't mean that I have to punish myself or react based on that. AKA that there is a level of me that is partially that person, because in the end there is an infinite ways of being. There are infinite amount of choices in every second of our lives that changes the trajectory of where we're going, who we are, how we feel, what we're thinking, what we're doing. And so is the, again, in what I said earlier, the illusion, right? To going back. Sometimes I'm fully transcended and I cross that threshold and things don't bother me and I'm on top of the world. And like an instant, I can wake up one day and feel trapped and feel like nothing matters and like everything I do means nothing. And I know I can remember being transcendent. I can remember what it felt, but it's so real being in a negative mental state, an emotional state. And so understanding I can be in either one now is constantly choosing to do the things that will get me to the acceptance, to the transcendence, but being okay and allowing myself to experience anything else. And so if I am
Mm,
feeling in a negative state of mind and like feeling I'm down and nothing really matters and oh man,
mm,
nobody cares about me and nobody wants to play my game and you know what I mean? As long as I can have at least one other soul in this world that I can truly be my authentic self and I can just be that. And I can call you up and say, Ahmad, man, I'm just feeling this and F the world and nothing's gonna work out. And oh, okay, man. All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow then. All right, cool, cool, cool. Later. You know what I'm saying? And just get that out and be okay in being that. It's okay to not be okay because everybody, that is the beautiful freedom that we have, the freedom of choice. You have the right to live in that. You have the right to live in victimhood. You have the right. You have, because if we all have evidence to prove why we should feel X way. And that is the long way to answer your question, man. It's sometimes I no longer battle with that and I don't react. And sometimes I overly react with family and friends and
yeah,
some people that we just meet and stuff like that. It's a continued battle. Sometimes it's a daily battle, but sometimes it's I can maintain peace. I can continue choosing peace consistently for months.
yeah,
And these tools that you and I continue to speak about and create are the tools that assist in maintaining a certain lifestyle on both ends, like the yin and yang, right? The tools can work both ways because in the end, the tools is they have they assure or reinforce the beliefs that you are choosing. So if the beliefs are going to be bad, the tools are going to reinforce that because, and I say this very hard because the only reason we believe something is bad is because of how much influence other things are, right? Or how much influence society has, i.e., monogamy. The world is like, man, cheating's bad, cheating's bad, cheating's bad, right? And no matter what you look at it, cheating's bad. And the whole reason we put this big value on this is for because we at some point in our social existence we decided to say that we as a species cannot do this act with anybody else. We've come to a contract where we will no longer you know what I mean, like we've come to the creation of this and that's the only reason why that is bad. But does that make you a bad person? Does that, does that signify that you are meant to rotten double HE hockey sticks and all those other things? Depending on your beliefs, I guess. But in my opinion, no.
that all depends if you believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Mama Tina
Well,
Gaming,
and
Jinx, I
that's
see
what
you.
we'll go back to too with
Yeah.
the whole monogamy. I mean, it's all in your perception, I guess, of what
Mm-hmm.
it is or isn't.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing when you think of a society and institutions. There are a set laws and regulations to honestly minimize your creation and radical thinking. Because
Mm-hmm.
radical acceptance is revolutionary, right? That is
Mm-hmm.
something that could change a society, could change history. And it's just going to be a depending on what point of view do you choose to be on. Because if you watch most superhero or double agent movies, the person or the evil person's idea to solve the problem is not a bad idea. It's just the way or manner he's trying to go about it.
Mm.
And then you have the superhero that sees what he's doing and understands, but he's like, there, but you can't do it like this, you know? And that goes back to, like you said, just that duality of everything. Uh,
Yeah.
and the ability for us to choose and experience the life that we want to experience. And I believe that's a big part of us satisfying the soul
Mm.
is to not conform to all of these mandates. It's to live and exist how you choose to.
Yeah. No, definitely I
Because
can concur.
if I'm in his image and I'm coming, I can create, why would I want to limit myself or not allow me to experience all those possibilities,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
it, and that's the beauty of, again, in my opinion, of this existence is that anything is possible and we all get to choose, right? And everything has its consequences also, but we all have the right to choose and we all have the right to experience whatever it is that we choose. And, there are those people that are out there selling things and really shoving down certain beliefs down people's throats to for their own gain, and there are people out there sharing their experiences, their creations, and their perception of this reality that can assist in creating the best one for you. And so at the end of the day, when you said earlier you don't want to be that person that thinks it knows it all, I don't believe you'd come as that person that knows it all. And despite even the people that do believe that, you know, um, perhaps you do in the version in their head, you do, and in the version of
yeah,
yourself,
that's good.
you do, right? Because you do have all the information within you, like you just said. Is whether or not you were tapped into it, that's another story. But everything we need to know is within us, and so again,
Touche.
yeah, that's it, right? Yeah. So now, man, it definitely for me, again, this is why I appreciate the people now truly who allow me to be myself in conversations and remember, most importantly, that I speak about my perceptions to share them, not to convince you to change yours. That is something that I've struggled with many people because they're, oh, well, you think you know it all. Oh, you think you know better than I do. Oh, you think your way is right. You think no. No, I don't. Well, I don't understand why you think that I'm trying to tell you your way is wrong, first of all. And I don't think you understand you're trying to do that exact the same thing to me. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, you are just mad because I don't agree with you. Like, and you think
That's
that
what it is.
right? And you think that I'm not agreeing my perception because I'm not agreeing with you. You think that I'm pushing my perception on you. Not at all, fam. You share your perception, I share my perception. We understand each other a little better. We can discuss those perceptions if we both agree to it. But that is what a healthy conversation looks like, my peoples. that is when two people can sit down despite the differences in their perceptions of this life and can be cordial, can say,
Respect.
okay, respect one another despite agreeing or disagreeing. We can agree on the fact that we both have the right to perceive it our own way. And we're grateful for one another to have this space to share it. That for me is a W. For that's a win. That is whatever you want to call it in a sense. What we
And that's a dub, baby. Give
That's
me
a
the
dub.
dub.
Give it a dub. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man,
I
I get,
agree, man.
you know.
It's a lot of what I've also realized. A lot of how I felt going through life
Mm.
was through other people's lens. It wasn't
Mm.
mine.
Yep.
It was maybe something, my parents kind of put on me. A school teacher, a best friend, you know, or even just it was me, but it was an idea. But my intuition and gut was like, that ain't for you. But I went against it anyway, just so I could experience that desire or that thing that I really wanted. And it's just funny like that because when you start living life for you and doing those things for yourself that make sense, it fits, and not worried about who's upset or feelings are hurt because that was never your intent. It feels good, man. It really does feel good because we both know someone's always going to have something to say. And typically, even them, when they have something to say, they're not coming to do it negatively. There will be some people, obviously, but the majority of people, it won't be in a negative fashion. It's just they're gonna have something to say because they're concerned. Moms do it all the time. Oh, why would you do this? Did you think of? And it's like I didn't ask you for that. I was just letting you know, and if you support me, that'd be great.
Mm.
Or did you think of this? Did you do, all these fucking questions come out of, yeah, I thought of all those things. Well, what's your plan? Well, I have one, but it's not going to be the one that fucking you're thinking of right now and already have T. So no matter what I explain to you, it's not going to be good enough. So why are you asking me?
Mm.
Because you want me to do it the way that you would do, only because the way that you would do it, you would feel safe about it. Well, this experience is for me. So I don't fucking care about your safety at this point because it has nothing to pertain to you about. So I'm gonna do it this way. I do have a plan. I didn't go in it, eyes eyes closed, and just let me enjoy this process. I just need some support,
Mm.
and that's the thing. I think a lot of time people they care and they just don't know how to express how much they care, or they care too much to where it comes off in a negative fashion, where in reality, they're just concerned. And we have to be the ones to understand that and be able to decipher, is someone trying to really be negative or are they just really concerned? You know,
Mm.
And
You
that is what I realized and noticed.
you pointed something out that struck something for me, and that is, the idea of from the moment we are born, w- our whole thing is searching for understanding, right? We start by our bodies, understanding our bodies, then we go into understanding our environment, then we look at the people around us, and then we like, okay, what do people want from us? Who yeah, and then we're like, okay, we have to be a certain thing, and then we have all these rules, and we're set by this idea of the perception that we believe that people's expectations that they have of us, and that perception at times can be wrong. And so it's interesting to me, right, to see those times where people grow up and be like, well, I'm this way because my parents pushed me to be this way. And then you talk to the parents and they're like, that was not my intention at all. Like, this is what I was trying to do. This is how I said it. This is my intention with how I said it. And then you talk to the child and it's like, well, that's not at all how I took it. And it's like, well, whose fault is it at that point? And it's nobody's fault. It's just the way it just crumbled, right? That's the way it turned out. That's the way things are. And when we take away the fault, we take away the blame, we take away, for me, is that I take away the emotional value. Because if I take away that, I can't feel bad, I can't feel happy, I can't feel, they even said there's no emotional value. And then there's more of a logical way I can deal with that challenge. And
Yeah.
it took me a long time to do that because for the longest time, I personally felt completely lost. I'm like, bro, no matter, I get in a relationship, I have to change. I gotta change this. I gotta change that about myself. I join a group. I gotta change. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. No matter where I'm at, no matter where I go, I'm not good enough. I have to mold myself into something completely different to become a part of this. And then people wonder, well, why aren't you your authentic self? Like, I haven't been able to feel like I could since the moment I've been able to comprehend what that means. I've always felt out of place, and it's not until now that I celebrate out of placeness. And then I realize, holy crap, when I celebrate my uniqueness, people want that uniqueness around them in their groups. And now I'm able to be part of a bigger groups, more, it's just a transcending experience overall. So that was a really good point that you put out as far as the perception of who we think people wants us to be versus who we need to just be, and celebrating
Yeah.
that, man.
Well, no, they like you hit a point too where who are we supposed to be or how we interact? A lot of it is
I see you, Squirrely.
transactional, right?
Mm.
Everything always came with some form of condition. And even if it didn't happen to us, we saw it with our parents interacting, or we saw it with a brother and sister interacting. And then when we did get older, we saw it with our own peer group or friends. And then we get in our relationships and we see that too. And that will put a different lens on how you see the world and what you believe you should be or how you should
Welcome in,
show up,
Shadow. I see you.
because already you're confused. You already know I have to do this to get that. So I
Mm.
have to give up this part of me just for someone to acknowledge me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it is a vicious cycle. And like you said, I don't really believe it's anybody's fault. It's all part of the plan of where you're at so you can have the courage to be you. Because it only takes one person to truly be themselves to give
Mm-hmm.
other people the courage to be themselves. And then it's a ripple effect of people accepting themselves, doing the things they need for themselves and valuing their time, upholding those boundaries, and then you'll find the right tribe, you'll find the right group, and you'll find the right partner
That's it.
because you've already done all that work for yourself to know I'm not gonna play in the illusion of being someone else to suffice someone else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I I value my self-respect too much to dim myself or belittle who I am to appease this person or this group or even even parents, even though a lot of times they're coming from they want the best for you.
Mm.
But what I started realizing now I'm a parent, I don't really know what the best is for my kids. They're gonna know better than I will. I just have to support it and continue to let them know, have you thought this through? And like you said, there's a cause and effect, there's consequences. Are you willing to face those, whether positive or negative? Are you ready for that? But what's best for you, I can't tell you. Only you're gonna know that. But you got to start doing that work. You got to start looking at those things. And that's something that I've really probably, not probably, I have learned, I would say, in the last 2 years.
Mm.
I used to say, oh, it's this way because it's that way. And it's like, no, it's not. It could be any way. It's whatever way resonates with, as long as they understand what they need to be doing,
Mm-hmm.
and that one golden rule: don't hurt people intentionally, physically, emotionally. Don't do those things. But anything else, it's on the table to explore, to experience, to allow to happen.
Mm.
And the more I rush in and try and save them from any of these things, I'm limiting their growth. I'm stunting confidence. I'm diminishing their resilience. And most importantly, if I'm always there and I'm always taking away their opportunity to be responsible and accountable when they are on their own, they won't know what that looks like. And it will always be somebody else's fault.
Mm.
And nothing will change until you realize it is you, your fault. You're the reason you chose this. Until they're accountable, changes won't happen. And that's
Mm.
especially for my own story, changes did not happen till I fully took responsibility.
Frenchie,
I
I see you,
understood
baby.
I was the one accountable for those decisions and actions, and I
Thank you so much
chose
for
to
the
run away
resub,
instead of
fam.
embrace it and get there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So,
I appreciate you. Give me 1 second. I wanted to big shout out to A1 French Fry coming through for the 4th month sub celebration. Thank you so much for being a real friend, fam. Having you part
put
of my
that cheer
life
song.
really
Oh, the Golden
has
Girls.
helped. The what?
You gotta put the Golden Girls on. Thank you for being.
Oh, let's see.
Gotta get a soundboard.
Yeah, I do, man. I do. Is this right here? This one goes out. This one goes out to French Fry. And
Are
we getting into it. We've been chatting French Fry. No worries. Confidant.
dun, 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 dun,
Okay,
dun,
okay, I got you
dun.
pulled up in lunch. I'm glad. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful lunch. Thank you for being a wonderful friend to Snippet, myself, and Anime. You are great. Love ya. Continue having an amazing day. And you're not an interruption. Oh, let me turn this off. Um,
Hey,
this
you're
actually
allowing us not to talk.
Indeed. And you're part of the conversation because we're speaking about people who continue to, one, share their experience of life without judgment and allow others to do the same and provide a safe place for anyone to be themselves. That for us is why we're here having this conversation. And so I am happy to celebrate another soul who continues to do the same, and not look for attention about it. You do it simply because it is the right thing to do. It's something that you find it kind, you find it amazing in your heart, and you truly get joy out of seeing people making it, out of seeing people smiling, out of seeing people living up to their potential, living their best life. So we celebrate you as well today. Thank you for being here and continuing to support our community that you are a part of, fam. Um, but yeah, this is
Indeed.
Ahmad. I don't know if you've met Ahmad yet. This is my business partner and amazing brother. He is currently around the world, all the way in Germany, and but we find ways and we find times to keep these type of conversations alive, not only while we're streaming, but on our off times, to help one another continue to achieve the goals that we set for ourselves. That's through motivation or whatever type of energy we need. We both know that we can reach one another, and we will be here to support whatever way we can. And that is truly amazing. Uh, I watched your
Indeed.
podcast before. Bit. I know I'm here. Oh, okay, bet. Okay, so you know, okay. Glad to see you keeping it up, being friends. Hell yeah. It's been going on what? 12 years? 15 years? No.
Uh, it was 2000 and I think the end of 2012. So yeah,
12, so
13.
13.
About 13.
Dang. Yeah. Once you get, they say, once you're friends with somebody for 5 years, despite the distance or time, you're going to be friends for life. I don't know if that's true, but I don't think everybody that I has been past 5 years, I still have in contact. I still keep in contact with somewhere or another. But I am truly, truly blessed. These conversations are helpful, uh, have been extremely helpful for me, but I also have been blessed to hear feedback that has been helpful for others. And this is why we continue to do these, because it is helpful for us, and we're getting feedback that it helps other people, simply by being ourselves, being here, and making ourselves available. So if you have questions, if whatever it is, feel free to make that human contact, human connection, and connect with us. Yeah.
What's
We.
the old thing? We don't fight unless you want us to.
with that, with them eyes though. Unless you want us to. Hey, buddy. um, for the longest time, I felt I always wanted every friendship to last forever, and never understood how to handle when it was time for a friendship to end. It was difficult for me to let go of people. There was a one point in my life where I felt like everybody I came in contact had to be a good thing and had to be a lifelong thing. And
Yeah.
boy, was I incorrect. Like the weather, people are very unpredictable at times, and like the seasons, there are, it's constantly changing. It's everything is not meant to last, but everything does teach a lesson. And now, giving myself time to reflect after, I would say, let's say on a daily basis, because I really do reflection on a daily basis, it continues to allow me to be thankful, be humble, but again, to be okay, whether it's I chose happiness or otherwise, chaos, sadness, whatever it is I chose that day, right? Being okay, be like, hey, all right, today was crappy. Today, my job sucked, the traffic this and da 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 that and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, I can say I am thankful that I was able to experience. I'm thankful that I got to choose what to experience. And tomorrow, if I get the gift of opening my eyes and choose again, I'll have the power to choose anything I want to choose, including happiness. So, my question that leads on to that for you, Ahmad, is choosing happiness can be different for everybody. For those that do or have contacted you for change or for advice or assistance, what is the most common obstacle that you see people having when it comes to change or choosing change?
We kind of hit on it earlier. They're so comfortable,
Mm,
they don't want to give up that comfort, right? That unknown, kind of like what you kind of hit on earlier, that unknown, that ability to maybe be hurt again, the the chance of the disappointment, but those are all internal things.
mm-hmm,
Because if you looked at it differently, it would change what you would do. That's why, in my opinion, happiness is it, and it's learned. You're not just happy; it's a learned thing. You have to practice. No different than being in the gym or learning a sport. In my opinion, it's practicing, honing the skills to be aware of why you're choosing happiness.
mm,
And then the biggest question is, what is happiness to you, right?
mm-hmm,
And I know you said, what prevents, but I think a lot of it is just the mindset in itself, because you're gonna be you're a prisoner of your own mind.
mm.
So if you already know the answer, you already know it's gonna be negative, you already shitty ass attitude. Even somebody that's trying to give you some positivity is gonna leave or not mess with you because it's always you're always complaining. A positive person doesn't.
Uh-oh.
They could easily choose that too. So since I want a better mindset, what am I gonna do? Think the best of a situation. If it doesn't, not hold on to a specific expectation,
Mm.
be open to different possibilities, and be willing to be surprised and amazed, not already know what it's going to be. When I was in some of my
Maybe he's
most
frozen
negative
chat, but we can
states,
hear him.
that's what it was. Why don't you try this? Nah, I don't like that. Why don't you go do this? I already know. Why don't you do, I didn't give shit a chance because I didn't want to. I shut everything down because it was more comfortable for me to stay where I'm at and just be,
Mm.
and have all the answers, right?
Hell yeah.
So I would say it's the
How you
mindset,
doing, baby
man. The
angel?
mindset is the
Happy
biggest
hump day.
obstacle that most people
Mm.
need to get over.
I,
Because
I
it's a
definitely
choice.
have come to that experience as well. The other thing is that I think about often is this idea of wrong, right, good, bad, um, and what I mean by that is like, for example, we shouldn't do harm to one ourselves, right? We should help oneself and whatnot, and like, man, why, all that good stuff. I cannot understand how the practice. I don't know if you've seen people that enjoy certain types of piercings and they like hang from those
Yeah.
piercings and they swing, and it's a painful experience, but for them is a good
Yeah.
experience.
So
They actually get something out of it. You know, some of them it's unfortunately sexual, but some of them is actual emotional. For some of them is actual mental. They get relief out of it. Like it's a variety of feelings that can come from this one experience that I'm like, that thing is crazy. Like, what? You know, like, there's nothing good about that, in my opinion, but not realizing or taking in account that there are people that actually use that as in a therapeutic way, and, you know, all these other ways that they have full rights to live in and do. And so, that as for me, as I get people and say, hey, I need assistance with, I want to change X, my first question is why? Right? Why do you want to change it? Well, what's wrong about
yeah.
it? You know, because a lot of it, a lot of times by asking that question, I we find out that a lot of the things that we feel like it's bad, it's simply because we think somebody else thinks that it's bad, like you were saying earlier, right? And oh, well, my belly looks this way. I need to have this, you know, perfect this, that, and the third. And the reason why we feel like this is because a lot of the magazines, a lot of these movies, a lot they, if you're not this, we worship these type of bodies and whatnot. Does that is what true beauty is? In my opinion, not. And a lot of people's other opinions, yes. But at the end of the day, it comes down with the personal acceptance, personal accountability. We can achieve that, but we don't have to achieve that. We can love ourselves equally with having a belly or having a six pack. But if you want a six pack, guess what, fam? Gonna have to work for it. Don't just feel about it, bad about it.
And then the question will always be, is the expectation realistic?
That is another great thing. But for
You
me,
know?
and this is a great conversation break off here, because what is realistic? What if we went by what realistic is, would there ever have been evolution, right? Us human flying at one point was not realistic. We were not meant to fly. Here we are using all sorts of machinery all over the sky into the firmament, or I mean space, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? And so uh, what is the difference to you, and what is the importance of that?
Well, what when I say realistic, that would be for you. If you have an imagination that you buy, then that is not a unrealistic expectation,
Okay, good point.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you know you're not willing to give up your eating habits, you're not willing to put the time in the gym, you're not willing to do these things, why punish yourself to look a specific way when you have no intention? You don't have the intention, the discipline, or the motivation to stick to it, to even give yourself the opportunity to achieve it. So
Mm,
who's who setting themselves up for the ultimate failure?
yeah.
So you're gonna be disappointed because the idea was better than the actual process. So you cannot lie to yourself and say, well, I want this if you're not willing to put in what is required to get it.
Mm-hmm.
You can love the idea and say, man, I would love to have that, but don't have the expectation that me going to the gym one time every month and I still eat what I'm eating and expecting to look like I don't know, somebody with abs. I can't think of a name right now, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it, it's just not that's not to me, that's not real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that again, it's always going to come back to the person to understand what it is you're trying to achieve. Are you willing to do it, or do you just like the idea? And you have to be brutally honest with yourself, because that will eliminate a lot of disappointment and the frustration that you have within your life,
Yeah.
because you're not lying to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like me walking around. I'm a 10. I'm perfect. I got nowhere close. Physically, I can point out all these things, and then I don't even want to get into emotionally what I think and all this and what's going on
Mm-hmm.
here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I have to be honest with myself, and in my opinion, tens don't exist. So
Mm-hmm.
that in itself would be a mute point. Like, I don't believe that there are tens out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm. No, well, I mean,
Because
valid points, man. I do
yeah,
appreciate the perspective that you bring to the table, and at the end, it's the this theory of the world of perfection, right? There is a place, a reality where everything is perfect and every other branch is a variety or a form, a variation of that perfection. And so you can think of yourself as one of those things where imperfectly we come together oh so perfect to create. I mean, the more I learn about our reality, it's just amazing how, like, the chances of birth, the chances of Earth actually being here and lasting this long, and like how perfectly the moons align to be able to protect us from this, and like everything is just so right for everything to be the way it is. And to me, that is perfection. And it's it's the distortion of being us that changes that, right? And it's really interesting to me to see that, which is another reason for, in my opinion, why we feel so disconnected to one another. um, why most people rather choose to feel miserable than talk about what's happening and try to change it, right? um I had a something I was going with that and I completely just lost it. My bad. But anyways, overall, man,
well,
go ahead.
like you said, um, the perfection, the reason you see that it's perfection is because there's imperfection, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything works in the manner of things and how the timeliness of it, and every animal and all, everything on the planet Earth, they're all feeding into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Even we have a role to play within the earth
Mm-hmm.
as humans, and why we're here and what to learn and connect to. And so it's fascinating to see how we all can see the same thing different.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what we really need to be focused on and learning, and being able to respect each other and one another and the opinions, because none of us are different. our experiences may not be identical, but the emotion with it, the disappointment, those are the same. Now you may feel it differently and it may be deeper or less,
Hmm.
but to sit here and say now I am not aware that if I say this, this will make this person feel like that. And that's something that now I'm trying to be a little cautious on. I could still speak my truth, but I do want to also have a little bit of empathy because I'm well aware of how it got told to me a specific way. It kind of, you know what I'm saying? It just,
Mm-hmm. I see you,
but
GBB. Appreciate you.
but when you think of it that way too, duality. Am I now speaking my truth still?
Hmm.
Because I'm minimizing my emotionally, and that's where it goes back to, like you said, it's that yin and the yang, and finding balance within yourself to be okay with doing both of those. And
Yeah.
it always will depend on you, and you're not wrong or right in either instance. It's just a process of you trying to understand how to be compassionate or have empathy for someone else,
Hmm.
but also trying to be aware of I will speak my truth, but in a manner that I'm still respectful. And while I'm figuring out how to do all this, having balance within my life to be able to choose the happiness.
Hmm. Nah, I did. So much to unpack. Unfortunately, I gotta get going. But I do definitely wanna. I love these conversations, and I definitely want to have more. Let's keep them going, man. I apologize. I have to get going. I just got a text from Mama Dukes. We got
Got it.
our meat freezer. It shut the shit, so we have to get a new one and get all the meat into somewhere else before it goes bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go take care of
Yeah,
that. Yeah, go take care of that. But yeah, I'll hit you up tomorrow. See what you got going on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, brother.
Cool, cool.
Thanks so much,
All right,
and
man.
I'll see you soon.
Damn, we was on here 3 hours.
Maybe two, 2.5.
Okay,
Yeah, about
okay,
2.5. I've been total. I've streamed 3.5 hours, but you came in
okay,
at
okay.
like hour and a half. Period.
Got it. Okay, because I was like,
Yeah.
damn, that food.
I mean, 2 hours did go by quick, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
boy.
was like, shit.
That's what happens when you're having
All
fun.
right, man.
All right, brother. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right,
later.
man.
All right, Chad.
When you've got what you want.